Let's see, where are we at? Bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Me, you, bang. Let's see if that does anything. Okay. Come on, bang. What up, Katra? Geez, 34. You almost had it. Pause, pause, share, share. Discord. What's that? Some 349. There we go. Okay. All right. All right. Hold on. Okay. Let me set this up real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Stop. Remove source. Add source. Jamulator 5000. Copy. 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 Here to here. Okay. Chat. Paste. Enter. I was playing a game. Pin, top chat, all chat. Okay, let's minimize this down. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, why did that work? Did I do this? Yeah, that's done. Okay. How you doing? How you doing? Hold on. Bam, bam, back. Enter. Oh. Dang it. I hate when this happens. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Okay, I gotta do this too real quick before the ads pop up. Bam. Pause. Me. Live streaming. Pause. Edit. Monetization. Ads off. Save. There we go. Okay. All right. There we go. What up, nice guy? Our tube. That's right. It's ours. We get to take over. Okay. All right. Where am I at? Bang, bang. Hard work. What up, Sylvia? It's early for you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Go back to this guy making tobacco. No. Okay. There we go. All right. We got it. Doing good, doing good. Little on the tired side. I had to help a neighbor with their air conditioner and had to move a lot of heavy stuff. And I've been working all day, so I was ready to sit back and stream for a couple hours and had to. But I'm good, all good now. Here to entertain the masses. Okay, so imagine making cigarettes like this, or that's gum. What's he making? Hold on, what is he making? Oh, he must have been adding gum or flavoring or something. Wow. Air conditioner of fans? Or air conditioning. Compressor, capacitor for the start capacitor for the compressor, the outdoor compressor and fan motor. That keeps that makes the outside fan run and the compressor run. I had to make it happen. I'm trying to save the world here. Trying to save the world. It was like 80. It's high upper mid 80s today, mid to upper 80s. Let's see. Today's temperature. Okay, looks like it says 82. It definitely got hotter than that. It was 86, and it's because it was 77 in their house. But yeah, it says 82. What's your video recommendation, nice guy? Do you have the? Are you on the Discord? You can submit it there. Or here, I can do this too. Nice guy. Unless you can just tell me what it is. But if you can submit it on the Discord. If you have Discord. I think, yeah, you're on the Discord, nice guy, right? I think you came in today, right? Or yesterday? I think I remember seeing you there. that you? Maybe it wasn't you. But go for it. Whatever you want to recommend, let's do it. Let's do it. React to AI skeletons versus... Oh, you mentioned that the other day, I think.
Socrates showing up purely to rage bait a skeleton is an incredible storytelling vehicle within the digital ecosystem. It all started with Mr. Data Visuals, who utilized the ZACD Films format of an animation to explain what would happen in very specific situations, but put his own spin on the formula with a skeleton character to provide a little more visual interest.
I've definitely seen some of this,
What
but
if
not
you
a lot.
spent 1 week in ancient Greece? Posted on the 14th of February this year, the skeleton encounters Socrates, who explains the meaning of justice
On the
until the
red
skeleton's
carpet.
brain hurts. From there on, the dynamic between Socrates and the skeleton was picked up by the masses and turned into a running gag. Socrates now asks, if this is your power, then what are you without it, to rage bait, and sometimes starts twerking afterwards. It's goofy and
Jeez,
stupid,
dude.
but it just works.
That's all we need is
Plus, this is a
twerking
demonstration of how
Socrates.
memes can lead to further education,
Good.
especially in regards to famous icons from ancient history. Socrates was known for his philosophizing and was the teacher of Plato,
Philosophizing.
who in turn mentored Aristotle. The big three of Western philosophy start with him, and the memes surrounding him being a rage baiter are thus likely to encourage viewers to learn more.
Good.
After all, Socrates' ideas were apparently so controversial at the time that he was
they
put to
killed
death
him.
for corrupting the youth and ungodliness. As a result, it's easy to imagine that seeing him twerking and making fun of a skeleton that time traveled to ancient Greece perhaps wouldn't be so far off from reality. On that note, whilst AI has been used extensively for this trend, there are those who enjoy it so much that they've animated it by hand, which is fun to see.
That's right.
As such, the character of the skeleton is no longer dedicated to just one account. It's clearly easily replicable by anyone with the knowledge to do so, and thus fits into one of the core tenets of meme culture. A meme needs to be easily made, recognizable, and iterated on, and this particular format fits all three requirements. In short, Socrates being the ultimate rage baiter is a trend that has evolved from Socrates' real-life reputation. However, his beef with a fictional time-traveling skeleton is simply the narrative vehicle that has allowed this conflict to become a meme. What meme would you guys like me to give a lesson in next?
Memes. What up, Papa Rompy? Yeah, so I think it's good that meme culture can get people into real history, which is good, because the problem with the internet today is people rewrite culture. And guess what just came out a few hours ago, as a matter of fact. So I've been a big fan about vitamin B12 and vitamins in general, and how people like it's like you go to doctors and they're like, oh, your skin looks healthy, blah blah blah. So just an hour or two ago, this came out about vitamin B1, and I haven't read it yet. I just saw the headline, so let's see what it says. All right, let's see. Which is good, because I think it's going to be good if the doctors pick up where I've been going about trying to get people's vitamins and mineral levels high enough, rather than being like, no, you need some freaking SSRI. Just had McDonald's. It cured my testicular cancer. Good, brother. I have to know all of these young men under the impression of the world have catered to them. I just have to know, why are all these young men under the impression of the world has to cater to them? It's coming across as weak expectations to me. They shouldn't feel that way. They have to be of service. Yeah, you can't be catered to. That's royal narratives. Okay, B1. Oops. All right, where is it out? Let's just go to the... Okay. Let's see if I can find it, by the way. Oh, here it is. Science Daily. Science Daily, not Science Direct. Bam. What happened to the days when the partner met you halfway? The internet takes things out, or business takes things out of humanity and tries to, human nature, and tries to sell it back to them. So you have groups of industry that want to make money off of the failure of relationships. Home, think about it. If relationships fail, a man needs a house and a woman needs a house. So you're selling twice as many houses. You have breakups of marriage, so you need lawyers. You have marriages that happen more times than just once per couple or per person. So then you're selling more wedding dresses, you're selling more jewelry, so on and so on. Let's see. There you go. Oranges have lots of vitamins. I mean, fruits in general, but I wonder what fruits have the most vitamins, right? Some different fruits have different vitamin and mineral profiles, and that's why you should eat a variety. But animals that eat a variety, eating the meat of those animals gets you a higher nutrition density. Why can't we be solid in life? People don't realize. Here you go. Here it is right here. A 67-year-old crazy theory about vitamin B1 has finally been proven. Scientists have achieved the unthinkable by stabilizing a reactive molecule in water, confirming decades' theory that B1's role in the body. The breakthrough not only solves a scientific mystery, but could revolutionize better chemical manufacturing. A long-standing mystery has been cracked. Researchers have stabilized it. Chemists have achieved what may be considered impossible by stabilizing an extremely reactive molecule in water, confirming that B1 breakthrough not only resolves long-standing biochemical puzzle, but all points to cleaner, more efficient methods of producing pharmaceuticals. So remember, the way that we produce pharmaceuticals now almost entirely is from petrochemicals, from oil. So they want you to buy as much. If you have pharmaceutical companies and fuel companies, they ultimately come from the same people. The people that are pulling oil out of the ground make the most money. So anyway. Point being, nucleoside might be briefly like a carbon-like structure to help cells derive biochemical reactions. So we can do all this stuff inside of our own bodies. Our bodies can do it with proper amounts of vitamins. So everything that they've been creating from oil to be like, oh, your body, you have this symptoms. Here's something from oil that can do that. But this inside of our body, you can just add other vitamins and minerals, and our body makes it itself. So this was tested 67 years ago, but they were like, no, we'll just sell a bunch of pharmaceuticals. So very, very interesting that what I've been talking about the past year, and how we can fix ourselves with vitamins and minerals rather than pharmaceuticals. What up, Shiva? Yeah, so fruit salads, right. You would want a combination, but let's look that up. Because some foods are considered superfoods, where you get anyway, the most nutritious fruit, and let's see what it says the difference is. Okay, all right. So it says vitamin C, and here's a big problem. It says it's got healthy fats and fiber, but it only talks about one vitamin, and this is where I'm saying, in here, outie, we're all capable. Okay. 8 best fruits for your health, and let's see what they're talking about. It's probably going to be antioxidants and fiber and whatnot. So the problems that we have in life, we can put fruits in our body to fix them, but our body can produce the same things that these these fruits have if we have the nutrition to make the vitamins and minerals to make those chemicals. Okay, anyway, number 1 healthiest fruit, blueberries. Let's see. Okay, fruit with the most number of vitamins. Okay, guava, C, E, and K. Kiwi, so here's a problem. C, E, and K, great stuff. But you need D for K to work properly. You need vitamin D for K to work properly. C is great for your immune system and you need C. Remember rickets? No, not rickets. Scurvy. That was a vitamin C deficiency. Rickets was a vitamin D deficiency. And we cured these things with vitamins. And then we just stopped along the way. Said, hey, we've got this oil stuff now, so let's see what we can make to help symptom relief, rather than just saying our body works off of this. But it's pretty cool. Okay, so notice none of them have B12 in them. Papaya has C, B9, and potassium. Citrus, orange, grapefruit has high C and folate, which is B1? No. What is B7? B9, sorry, B9, right. So, but B12, fruits with B12. Okay. Natural fruits do not contain a significant actionable amounts of B12 as it produced by bacteria and primarily in animal products. While some sources like apples, bananas, and oranges, they only provide negligible traces of B12. Plant-based B12s are fortified foods, cereals that they add B12 to, and plant milks. But yeah, supplements. That's the only way you're really going to get it is supplementation. Supplementation is the only way you're going to get B12 unless you're eating like about 2 pounds of milk of meat per day. What deficiency I have that makes me impatient? Impatience. So here. Check this out. Vitamin deficiency. So if that can be considered a form of OCD, okay, and that's typically vitamin D and D3 and B12. But watch. And impatience. Like there's going to be D3 and B12. MPAT. And being impatient. There's another word for being impatient. Aggravated, fatigued, mentally fatigued. Okay, right there. B12 and D. Deficiencies in vitamins like minerals B12, D, iron, magnesium can trigger impatience, irritability. That's what I was trying to find, right? And mood swings by affecting neurotransmitter function, brain energy, and nervous system regulation. B12, B9. So when you get stressed out, your body creates or it has a response, stress response. It's something called homocysteine and a hormone called dang it, can't remember what it starts with a C. What up, rock guy? I heard many Irish are racist to Indians. Is that true? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea, my brother. I hope not. Several Bigfoot are big feet. Tried it. Yeah, it won't work. Yeah, we can play House Flipper tomorrow. Sure. What time do you want to play it? This time tomorrow or a little bit earlier? How about like 2 hours earlier from now? So 22 hours from now. What is the stress hormone? Stress hormone. Not best. Stress. Cortisol. So B12. So when you're stressed, you have a lot of cortisol released. And when you're irritated and whatnot, you have high homocysteine, high cortisol. That should leave your system relatively quickly. And high B12 and high vitamin D3 will help that happen. So that you're not just like, all the time. And that also that can be triggered. You could from sleep issues or just not being well rested. But yeah, definitely. I highly recommend it if you're not on it. It is a multiplayer game, I think. Oh, you think it is? All right, hold on. I'll be right back. Give me one second. You can read this. You can read this real quick. Right back. There we go. And most your cortisol is off the charts. Yeah, that yeah. So let's do this. Let's do this. Vitamin deficiencies and high stress. Okay, or cortisol. Okay. Okay, definitely the D vitamins. B5, B7 are dysregulated cortisol levels, poor stress management. Low D is associated with elevated cortisol. So, but with high cortisol comes high homocysteine. So then we'll ask here for homocysteine. Deficiencies in B12 is the primary one, B6 and folate, right? Primary cause elevated homocysteine levels, known as hyperhomocysteemia. These vitamins are crucial for breaking down the amino acid. So without that vitamin, if you get stressed out and you've got low B vitamins, B12 specifically, you can't break it down. It just keeps circulating through your system. Right? So you stay stressed. The feeling of being stressed, the feeling in your stomach and everything like that, the feeling of being stressed will stay longer rather than just like being scared and then be like, oh my God, that was scary. Huh? You know, House Flipper has multiplayer. Okay. You look a bit like the rhythm guitar player from Pearl Jam. Wow. Let's take a look. What am I watching? What up, Hamza? Okay, let's see. Wombat poop is shaped like cubes. That's true. That's exactly true. Yep. My doctor says I need therapy. I don't feel like that's the answer. First things first, make sure you've got proper amounts of vitamins and minerals in your body so your body can make what it needs. They try to... You can do what's called cognitive therapy, and that just means thinking through the pain. How about getting rid of the pain? How about getting rid of the irritants? What causes the irritants? What raises in your body when you're irritated? This is a problem with separating mental health and physical health in the medical industry, because they don't, in mental health they don't talk about food. And either in regular general therapy, general practice in medicine, they don't talk about food. They say, okay, what they have these symptoms. What pharmaceuticals have we made to treat those symptoms? Not to treat the cause of those symptoms, but symptoms. Okay, let's see. I think it's crazy, dude. All right, Lamb. Okay, let's look him up. You said Pearl Jam. They have a new Pearl Jam's rhythm guitar player. Oh, Stone Gozer, right? Okay, I remember him. I thought you meant a new one. Oh yeah, he's wearing the same glasses that I've got. Look at that. Wow, you're right. And the same big old nose as me too. Wow, look at that. I'm better looking. Yeah, that does. You're definitely right, my brother. You're definitely right. Cleopatra lived closer to the time of the moon landing than to my parents. Yeah. That was a long time ago. Yeah, thank you, my brother. Therapy will make you crazy. It can make you heal for your money. Follow the money. Yes, absolutely. This is the thing. Listen, if you can convince people that we've evolved past normal human nature, then you can say that the old way humans used to work doesn't work anymore, and we've found this new stuff. And that's what has happened. That is what has happened. We haven't evolved as humans. We're humans. We've always been humans, and we react. Just because we have more tools now doesn't mean you should use those tools, because you can do what you need for yourself. You have to understand, like, your body is like a car. What do you do for your body? What do you do for your car? You get oil changes, tires, and you put gas in the car. Okay, so your body, you do the same thing. But you can choose, hey, I have this problem. I'm going to take my car to the mechanic. Or you could say, let's find out how the car works. Well, that's what you should do with your body. Like what I'm doing here, telling you that this is what happens in your body when you get stressed. This is what happens in your body. Like ADHD and vitamin B12 deficiency are symptom for symptom the same. So without a blood test, if your doctor told you you have ADHD, without a blood test, he does not know whether you actually have ADHD or if you have a vitamin deficiency. The only way to test is if you had a blood test for vitamin deficiencies. And they don't do that. They just say, here's some speed. And that's what they did for me for 35 years. I'm still alive, yeah. Oh, I'm still alive, yeah. Bring it on. A shrimp's heart is located in its head. Hold my beer. Yep, Lamb will help you out. You got Sprite. Give Soham some advice for not giving up. Learn to love failure. Failure shows progress because most people don't try to do anything ever because they're afraid to fail in front of people. They're afraid to fail. But failing and then learning from your failure and then trying again at what you failed at and then failing and learning. That's the dotted line from starting to succeeding. There we go. Yeah, he's got glasses. That's it. Rich, you're amazing. You are amazing. Hold on one second. Let me see something. Okay, let's see. Okay, Rich, you are making us better in spite of ourselves. Thanks a bazillion. You're very welcome. I don't want to be broken. I choose to be bent. Right. Well. So after we were born, what happened? What happened? After we stop eating what from the teat, what do? We get on formulas and we start buying our food in prepackaged forms, and a current modern diet is balanced in cholesterol and fats but not vitamin A, B, C, D, E, K. Right? It'll tell you how much it's got in there, but no one says, I've got enough A, I've got enough B, B1, 3, 12, no one does. And then people wonder why they're sick, and they're just like, oh, well, I've got mental health issues. Okay, but why? Why? Oh, because freaking Kamala. Yeah, no. Say his name. What name? Whose name? Spray Gaming. Give Soham some advice for not giving up. I have to study, but I can't. What do I do? So big thing, of course, with life, you have to be interested in stuff. If you're not interested in studying, because that's one thing. But if you feel depressed when you go to study, and the doctors will tell you that's ADHD. That means you don't have enough attention to study. No, it sucks, right? Okay. Well, what does that feel like? What does that feel like? Okay. Vitamin B12 deficiency and studying can severely impact studying Bear moves out of the way. Can severely impact studying by causing fatigue, brain fog, memory loss, and difficulty concentrating. It's linked to lower academic performance and increased school absences, as the nutrient is essential for brain development and neurological functioning. Addressing the deficiency often reverses the issue. Reverses these cognitive issues. Just give it a freaking try. Give it a try. What's up, Chocolate? Once you recognize not good enough, you'll be free. A single cloud can weigh more than 1,000,000 kilos. Here's your most stoned and happy version. Yeah, probably. It's open topic. It's about learning what you don't know and teaching what you do. What up, Julio? Can one study B12? Yes, I do. A single chemtrail can weigh half the time. What up, J. Paul? living. So having other deficiencies, eating foods that do bad to your gut, so that you're not absorbing it from your natural diet. That's typically caused if you don't have high levels of vitamin D, if you're not out in the sunlight for a couple of hours a day. It's other vitamin deficiencies cause vitamin deficiencies. Here in Brazil, people are very good at studying corruption and theft. All right, brother. You say, yeah. That's how you breathe. Okay. But our modern diet destroys our gut. Mouthfeel that things, chemicals that they add to make things feel better, to make them feel creamier and smoother, actually works as a detergent on our gut. It washes out the things that help us absorb nutrition from our food. Very good, but you have to be able to absorb that. And this is why your gut is so super important. Yes, gut absorption. Yes, it's very, very right. But then again, you have to be putting those foods that you. So first of all, if you're eating foods that contain those things and you still have those issues, then you're probably not absorbing them. You're just putting things into your mouth and turning it into poop, but you're not absorbing out of it. Black, I'm white. Me learning how to blow my nose. You still learn how to blow your nose. 6,000 oranges, yeah, that's pretty good. But there's no fruit source of vitamin B12. Okay, let's watch something. Yeah, you gotta learn how to open them doors, buddy. Okay, let's see. Oops. What I haven't told you. How plastic chairs are made. Who wants to watch that? Ooh. Oh, how cigars are made. Right, so uh-oh. So that Astaxanthin is in krill oil and fish krill oil, algae and stuff like that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's great stuff. And it's great for ADHD and stuff like that also. It's great for depression because it cancels out. What that helps you do is, as a very powerful antioxidant, it helps destroy things that we put in us from the wackadoodle chemicals that are on the food that we're eating and the water that we're drinking. It helps counteract that. So it can absolutely help with your absorption. Okay. Often found in salmon algae, known as superior antioxidant, 6,000 times stronger than vitamin C. That reduces oxidative stress, inflammation, protects eyes, brain, skin health. Typically in 4 to 18 milligrams daily, but can cause red stool. I looked up door finish video. It really helped. What up, Husafel? I'm starting to drink organic beet juice. Heard it's good for you. Yeah. If you don't have a problem absorbing the nutrition from your food, then yes, it's absolutely great to have a great diet. But a diet is not just fats and sugars and fibers. It has to have vitamins and minerals. I agree. What up, duo? Okay, let's find a video on Astaxanthin. Where's dermatologist?
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody.
Starting a business is never easy, but with GoDaddy Arrow, that Astaxanthin is super popular with my patients, and it's marketed as an antioxidant 100 times more powerful than vitamin E. But here's what most people don't realize. Not all forms of astaxanthin are the same, and some forms may offer far less benefit than you think. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what form is worth taking, which forms to avoid, and which people shouldn't take any at all. We'll first talk about what astaxanthin is, which form is best to take, the risks of astaxanthin and who shouldn't take it, and then I'll end with the latest research findings on astaxanthin. Over the last few years, astaxanthin has exploded in popularity. Patients ask me about it constantly, and I see it in influencer ads, skincare stacks, and anti-aging supplements. And the reason is simple. Oxidative stress is one of the core drivers of aging, and astaxanthin is exceptionally good at addressing it when used correctly. It has evidence for benefits in skin health, physical performance,
pretty ballerina.
cholesterol,
I examine occasionally,
diabetes,
but
blood pressure,
yeah,
weight loss, and possibly...
Right, exactly. So trying to get a proper nutrition profile from mass food doesn't work because they destroy the food. Things grow too fast. They use lots of steroids on things to make it grow too fast, so it doesn't grow slow and nutritious. They just pump it full of crap to make it fat, rather than full. Namaste.
Even neurologic disease. I'll give you the dosing and the specific research findings at the end of the video, so be sure to stick around for that. Astaxanthin is a carotenoid. Remember that carotenoids are natural yellow, orange, and red pigments in plants, algae, and some bacteria, giving color to carrots, tomatoes, and leafy greens. They're antioxidants
Richard,
and
I've been growing
protect
my hair
against
out.
light damage.
I know it's all. Thank you,
The same in
make
humans
it,
when
let
they
it grow,
ingest
brother.
It's like plants grow these antioxidants and we consume them. They're also
Right,
fat
okay.
soluble, like
so
the
plants grow the antioxidants and we consume them. But if they have to ripen on the vine. So a lot of times in the supermarket, because they're traveling all over the United States, they pick them before they're ripe, so they're not rotten in a couple of days that they're traveling, and then they artificially ripen them. And so they're just mainly fiber. They don't have all the good stuff in them. So you go to the supermarket and get blueberries, you're not really eating kick-ass blueberries. It's better than nothing, but yeah, it's not kick-ass. Carotenoids is simply vitamin A. Vitamin A is very good for you. Yeah. Vitamin A and very good for you. You need all of it, everything. They all use each other in different areas in the body, in metabolism. It's my elbows, and I know I was playing Minecraft, you had a skinhead back then. Yeah, well, now you're going out the hair, brother.
Vitamin E in humans. So that's why you want to take most of these antioxidants, like astaxanthin, with a fatty meal to maximize absorption. In fact, some of these carotenoids actually convert into vitamin A in the body. But
there you go, brother.
Is
there you go.
Special.
You got it.
Structurally, it can span the lipid membrane of the cell, which allows it to neutralize free radicals
too much vitamin A
in
in food does cause lung cancer in
inside of
males.
the cell. And that's why you see the claim that it's so much more potent than vitamin E. That claim comes largely from in vitro antioxidant studies, meaning they studied it in cell cultures, not actually in the human body directly.
Right,
but even
and this is a big problem because it does certain things as it goes through your liver, there are certain things as it goes through your bowel and your intestines. And if then they test it just directly on cells, they're not getting, because the human body is a bunch of different organs that do different things. They break the molecules down and recombine them and do different things. So when they do it in vitro in a dish, it's only whatever cells that they're working with. So you can absolutely cause problems. So if you add a bunch of vitamin A to lung tissue, you're going to get lung cancers and wackadoo. But if you take vitamin A or things that contain vitamin A can kill you too, by the way. So the dose makes the poison. So you want what you need, but other vitamins like the water soluble vitamins, B12 in particularly, you can take in excess to make sure that your body has, and your body uses things in particular orders. For instance, your body wants to make sure that your heart beats and you breathe. So if you've got certain vitamins and minerals in your body, it's going to make that happen. It's going to make sure that those tanks are full first before going to the brain. This is why a lot of people have mental health issues, because the vitamins and minerals that they're taking such a little amounts from their food, and they're not absorbing the amounts that they're eating. So it only goes to keeping you alive, and then mental health issues happen because you don't have the excess to help make feel good chemicals. Every excess vitamins or hypervitamins is also taught. Yes, there you go, brother. My phone died on me. Oh, I got a call for That's all right, my brother. Welcome back. They taught me this in med school. Good, right? Did they teach you the benefits of proper amounts, or just the toxic effects of them?
Actually translate in humans? Well, it depends on the form. This is where most people get it wrong. There are two fundamentally different categories of astaxanthin.
What up, Barbara?
Natural and synthetic. Natural astaxanthin comes primarily from the microalgae Haematococcus pluvialis. It's also present in Antarctic krill and in salmon.
There's the krill.
Gives them that color. Importantly, natural astaxanthin is present in ester formation, which are more stable and appear to have better bioavailability than astaxanthin on its own, or synthetically derived.
Right. So therefore, when it's made artificially, synthetically, it's just the raw chemical, but it's usually the things that come along with the animals and the vegetables and fruits that you eat that do other things with it. So they're like, oranges have vitamin C, so I'll just take a bunch of vitamin C. Okay, but it's not the same benefit as the acids and everything that come in with the vitamin C, what it does to your gut with the vitamin C in it, for absorbing it across the gut, the gut wall, and cellular, intercellular. And some stuff, if you just eat it, especially a lot of synthetic stuff, it just turns into poop, or it can turn into a toxin. Like vitamin B12, there's four versions of it. There's a very cheap synthetic version called cyanocobalamin, which has got a cyanide group on it, and that cyanide group has to be separated by your liver, and then it's got to be methylated, hydrated, or not hydrated, methylated, adrenalized. It turns into adrenocobalamin, hydrocobalamin, and methylcobalamin in your liver. So that releases the cyanide, but the cyanide it can do recombination, or the cyanide can go throughout your body and do other things. So when you're taking high doses, like I take 5,000 micrograms of B12, but I take a methylated version, so it's ready to use. It's good to see you too. I followed them ATVs a ton past the years. I've been confronting them with warnings. Now cameras following them, the house taking photos and pressing a complaint. Press the complaints, brother. Ascorbic acid versus citric acid. That's exactly right. So we make a lot of ascorbic acid is C, citric acid and lemons and lime. So that we can make vitamin C using black mold, or citric acid using black mold. And that's primarily how it's mostly done, because it's so easy to grow mold that you can get mass amounts of it. But the natural formulations work better and bond better through your system. So just because it says vitamin C on it or vitamin B12 on it doesn't mean it's kick-ass. You got to make sure you're getting the kick-ass stuff. That's what I'm doing about it, Phil. I asked you earlier. I was thinking about putting a video up with all the evidence. Trespass. Yeah, do it. Absolutely. Why not? Absolutely. Yeah. My guy only makes diarrhea for 13 years now. Tried everything. No one knows why. Taking everything. Jeez. Yeah, so your intestines have a lot of receptors in there. They actually have opioid receptors in your intestines. And if your body makes natural opioids that can speed up or slow down the undulations of your intestines to move the food bolus through, turn it into feces. And so there's a medication called Imodium AD is the brand name. It's actually a synthetic opioid, large molecule, so it can't cross the blood-brain barrier, but it makes your guts high. It slows down the undulations in your guts. It is, let me see what it is. Imodium AD, not sodium. Imodium AD is lopramidine hydrochloride, and that is a Opramidide. Okay. Let's see if we can find something about it being. Here you go. It's a synthetic opioid with high lipophilicity, so it likes to absorb through the gut wall. You have a mucus, an oily mucus, and washing that away is very bad, and that can cause diarrhea and stuff like that. And that's caused from eating a lot of soy lecithin, polysorbate 80, and other emulsifiers. So you want to stay away from artificial emulsifiers to try to regrow that. And for a long time, we used to be if you want to stay on something, yeah. Tritimodium AD, it worked for a while. A couple other products when it stops working. So have you tried? Have you tried raw cow's milk, unprocessed cow's milk? So often we lose the bacteria, can't remember the name of the freaking organ. It used to be considered a vestigial organ to be, people like would cut it out. What's called at the end? Here's the rectum, here's the intestine, the gut, and here's the, what's it called? Can't remember. But anyway, that's like an area that the gut bacteria, the gut flora grow in. And if your gut flora has been destroyed by antibiotics and stuff like that, you need to repopulate it. Very rich people take something called a fecal transplant. And where people that have very good gut bacteria, gut flora, they actually donate their poop. And then people that have had their gut cleaned out by high power antibiotics will get it repopulated. One thing that you can also do to repopulate your gut is have unpasteurized milk. Get it as fresh as you can get it, and that can be very, very good for you. But if you haven't tried repopulating your gut bacteria, that's one thing you should definitely try looking into. So we talked about everything about messing our bodies up and whatnot, helping us. Yes, we gotta help. We gotta help everybody. Depends on infectious disease or diarrhea, dental diarrhea. That's absolutely true. Yeah, the appendix, right? So the appendix, when I went to high school and college, for the short time that I did, the appendix, we were told, was part of us when we were like snakes or monkeys, and then before we evolved into humans. We'll come to find out that was all wrong. The appendix is safe harbor. That's where our gut bacteria is stored and is safe harbor from natural antibiotics and stuff. So if it clears out, it can repopulate the gut bacteria. And yeah, so she needs her son to go to stool culture, maybe garment disease. Yep, 100%. You should definitely do a stool culture. They should make sure that you have the bacteria that you need in your gut. You have a whole population that will help move the water through your gut wall. Also, if you're missing that layer, that mucus layer that helps oil soluble, fat soluble things to absorb through, it's not the water's not going through. It's just the water that you drink that's going in is just washing straight out. I lost my appendix when I was 12. Damn. That's why I haven't tried. That's one I haven't tried. Okay, brother. Yeah. So find a dairy near you. Like if you say raw milk near me. There you go. This is where I go. Sure. Country Garden Farms. It's right up the street from my house, and twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays, they get it from the dairy 2 miles up the street from their farm, and it separates. It looks like it's bad, but it's not bad. It's they process milk, they boil it, flash steam it basically, which kills everything in it, so it doesn't go bad. And then they homogenize it. They press all the fat through a very, very small opening, so the fat globules turn very, 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 very small, so it stays separated. But if you get raw milk, it's separated. You'll see the milk fat at the top, and then the milk at the bottom. So you have to shake it up before you drink. Whatever. But it's great. It's creamy. It's great. It'll repopulate. Appendix was used as chewing grass for early men. Also, wisdom teeth. That's what we thought, but in the past year, the late 2025, the rest of the the geneticists thought that 75% of our genome was trash. Junk DNA is what they've always called it. So when they said we were 98.5% comparable DNA to chimpanzees, they were wrong. They were looking at the top 5% of human DNA and the top 5% of chimp DNA. And when you match the top 5%, you're 98%. But the rest of it we are up to like 17% differently. And also the rest of the DNA that they consider was junk DNA from back when we were animals. They're wrong about that too. Now that's come out that the other 75% of the DNA was when the cell is splitting after sperm and egg meet and the cells are splitting, when to start turning into a finger, when to start turning into a fingernail or a butt cheek. That's what the rest of what was always considered junk DNA since the late 50s. Not the poop, the cows, but right, yeah. Say Kraust. Cow's milk looks separate because there's lots of fat. Right, it's very good, very good. Buffalo milk's very good too. I was like, why is Rich buying people? I was like, why is Rich buying people rich doo-doo? Rich doo-doo. Okay, why are rich people buying doo-doo? Yeah, that's why. Look, and you can even sell, if you've got very good gut health, you can sell your poop. Selling feces for fecal transplant. Selling your stool fecal microbiota transplants, FTM, is a highly regulated medical process. Earn up to $1,500 a month through daily donations. You can potentially earn $180,000 a year for high quality donors. You can make almost $250,000 a year selling your poop. This is how serious this is. This is how serious it is that people's guts are so ruined that rich people are paying to get other people's poop bacteria into them. I have 5% other DNA according to my DNA test. I got the Rh negative blood. I'm talking about selling poop, brother. See, I wasn't wrong. I heard him say shit. Yeah, no, you're right. Yep. Right, and that's usually because your gut microbiome is out of freaking whack. But yeah, it's absolutely $500 per stool, per turd. Formerly the largest public poop bank, they historically paid $40 per donation plus bonuses. How they scaled back due to regulatory changes to focus on research. You have to be between 18 and 50. You have to have a BMI between 18.5 and 25. No medications, because all other medications will screw up your guts, your gut bacteria and everything. We're destroying our gut flora. All right, and this is why so many people cannot absorb the nutrition from their food. Once a morning, where to sell poop? Let's all donate poop. Yeah, let's get rich. Look, if we can get 10 people that could be super donors, we'll give them $80,000 a year, and we'll take $100,000 a year, and we could make $1 million a year. I used to poop 12 times in the morning. Now it's like once or twice. 12 times in the morning. That's a lot of pooping, dude. That's a lot of pooping. 100-point health assessment. Blood and stool infections to rule out parasites and chronic infections, because almost nobody in this chat has ever done a parasite cleanse. I have chickens, so I do. It's unbelievable, right? If you have Jay, if you haven't been tested for parasites or done a parasite cleanse, also that might be a huge reason. If you've got intestinal parasites, yeah, your body's trying to flush them out, and it'll put a lot of extra H2O in your poo tract. What up, Loretta? 12 times. How do we always circle back to poop? We do. Yeah, visit your local poop dispensary. Megacolon. Is that full of shit? Isn't that crazy? Most people have never heard about that. Look at this. No new tattoos or piercings, no high-risk sexual behavior or drug use. So any of this stuff, just having sex with multiple partners can destroy your guts. Tattoos and piercings can destroy your guts. And then traveling to high-risk areas. So and no family history of gastrointestinal disorders, autoimmune, or colon cancer issues. That's when I only ate meat. Yeah, you gotta get some fiber in you too. Right, and so fiber will, so what's going on with you, Jay? I mean, from what, If your intestines are working too fast, you're not absorbing the rest of the nutrition you need from your food. So your doctors should have you on supplemental, like every B vitamin, D3, everything, because you get that through the only way you operate your body is by putting food into it, praying, meditating, and or exercise. That's it. It's three things. And if you're not putting the best stuff you can in your mouth, exercising and taking care of your mental health, that's it. Three things, and we don't do it right. I'm disqualified. That's why I don't do those anymore. Yeah, humans are nasty. Psyllium husk for fiber. Yeah, that there's a lot of great things. But you got to make sure you get, like, no, here in the U.S. and Canada and U.K., they do not do vitamin deficiency tests until you're dead. Let it swell. Yep, he's telling you the truth here. Sleeping with a lot of people fucking their guts up. That's insane to think about. It's nasty. Right. And think about how popular whore culture is for men and for women. Right, just bang everybody. Another night, another freaking Tinder date, right? And then people are all sick and freaking twisted in the heads because they're sharing parasites. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Right, so if you don't do that, your poop is worth almost $200,000 a year. So it's like, okay, I'll just sell my poop for 10 years, become a millionaire, and then find somebody. Yeah, but it's and this is the stuff they should be teaching children. They should be teaching children how to keep themselves healthy by not doing these things, rather than be like, oh, it's just showing people your true honest self, how you love each other. Yes, it's definitely disgusting. It's definitely disgusting. Now it kind of makes sense because I ate a lot of me. I said I ate a lot of me. I was single at the time. Crazy. Sharing parasites ain't your problem. Okay, right. It was still blood plasma donations. Yeah, that got out of freaking whack. Right. Listen, when you walk into a doctor's office, the two things that they should do before even talking to you is either give you a parasite cleanse and do a vitamin and mineral deficiency test. That's it. That's the first two things. But the problem is, like with me, for 35 years I was treated for things like ADHD. And come to find out, it was a B12 deficiency. 35 years of amphetamine salts and all that shit being prescribed, rather than being like, oh, you got a B12 deficiency. And I was 6'4", 138 pounds, and they were never like, hey, maybe you're not absorbing the nutrition from your food. Yeah, so I figured it out on my own finally. Do you have to take a separate test for the parasites, or can you find them through? Usually they do a fecal sample. They should lure. The bendazole, yep. So I do it every 3 months. I have chickens also, so I do it every 3 months. Albendazole, fenbendazole, menbendazole. Ivermectin is what I take, and I take also this is an all natural, broad spectrum anti-parasitic called Zoller Paragard. If anybody's interested in any of it and want to help the channel out, if you buy stuff on Amazon, if you go to my website, 110thgrade.com, it's links to everything that I take, everything that I've got right here. Oh, dang it. Anyway. And I'll get like 50 cents, so it'll help me out if I get like 1,000 people to do it. That's me. Yeah. There's the K2, quercetin, bromelain, B12, D3, collagen, all the good stuff. So you funded one of Johnson's vacations and is going to do that shit. It's anti-parasitic. Yeah, it's anti-parasitic. Enjoy. No need for parasite check, only if you have free living. Right. There's no need. Just do it. Right. So what I would recommend, if I could recreate the medical industry, for like standard general practice, it would be, hi, nice to meet you. So you're a new patient. Here you go. Here's an anti-parasitic for you to take, and let's get some blood to see how your vitamin and mineral profiles are. And what issues are you having? Okay, while we're doing a blood draw, let's talk about that. Okay, great. All right, well, let's wait for this vitamin and mineral. Let's see if you've got any deficiencies going on, and then we'll go from there. Oh, well, it looks like you're deficient in blah, 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 blah. So let's take care of that. And then if that doesn't take care of all of your symptoms, then we'll move you on to a pharmaceutical. I'm 6'4" and ain't gaining weight. I'm gonna be pissed. Bro, that's why. I can guarantee it. I guarantee it, dude. I guarantee it. I guarantee it, dude. Wait, how else are you not gonna gain weight? If something is not in you, if you're eating the food. Yeah, that same collagen, good stuff. It's really good stuff. Type 1, type 3. If you have visible symptoms, thinking a parasite isn't too late. Right. Do it. Right. So here's the thing: if you're eating the calories and the vitamins and the minerals and the fats and the carbs and whatnot, and you're not gaining weight, something else is eating it. It's that easy. Usually, yeah, you won't. I mean, unless you have intestinal parasites, you won't see anything. But yeah, you're gonna shit out the worms. It says that stuff nicely hydrated, absorbs very well. Yeah, it's great, dude. Look, my hair. I'm 49 years old. I got my hair's nice and glossy. My fingernails look nice. Oh, you can't really see, but my fingernails look nice. My skin's doing really well. Yeah, everything looks good. Agitarian. Yeah, I have 8 hens, so I get six eggs every day. What up, Cookie? Why would I don't do vitamin deficiency tests and massage? You look healthy, right? B2B was in the hospital for pancreatitis, and he was on stream while he was in the emergency room or in the hospital after going to the emergency room, and they were about to cut his pancreas out in like 2 days. And I said, have them do a vitamin deficiency test, and they said, we don't do that here. You look healthy to me. He's laying in a hospital bed with IVs hooked up to him, monitors, getting ready to cut his pancreas out. You look healthy to me is what they say. I'm not per se that anymore. I'm just pescatarian, but also dangerous for parasites. Yes, yep, fish will definitely do it. Yeah, definitely. How you doing, Cookie? All right, get yourself some. Go get yourself some vitamins and minerals. And listen, if you've got ADHD like I did, depression, if you're on any of that, just think about it this way. If a doctor is going to put you on an SSRI, basically what they're saying to you is you don't have enough serotonin in your system, in your brain, so we're gonna do more with what's already there by you taking these pills, rather than saying, let's see if we can make more serotonin. Let's see if we can give your body the precursors to make more, and then your brain can do more with it. But no, I haven't been able to gain weight for years, dude. I eat like a cow horse. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, dude. Listen, in a month, you'll be like, thanks, dude. Look. If you want to wait to go to a doctor, fine. But go to a doctor and see if they'll give you an antiparasitic. If they won't, or if you don't want to wait, go here to my website, 110thgrade.com. You go to Amazon, but I prefer you're just paying the same amount, 110thgrade.com. Okay, and then get this right here. Paragard. Zoller Paragard. Yeah. Vitamin deficiency test cover packages in many labs, not parasites. Yeah, right. You have to go to a lab, right? Doctors' offices and hospitals in America don't do it. I think everyone should get at least one blood test a year, especially if you don't do any drugs. Yeah, I agree 100%. I would say more than that, but you should at least do one. And if you've never done one, you should choose this year and then do at least 3. Do one, find out what you're deficient in, start taking supplements to fix that deficiency, and then check at least 1 or 2 more times to make sure that you're stable in those. What up, John? What up, bro? Lamb and 20. Polski, Nostrovia. What's the best remedy? That lamb's the best remedy? Passed out watching another stream. It happens to the best of us. And look, it's kosher. But Zoller Paragard, get yourself some. It tastes like oregano. I think it tastes like pepperoni. But my mom and my dad and my brother also take it, and they think it tastes like pepperoni. Well, they think it tastes like oregano. I think it tastes pepperoni. Anyway, I have a package every 6 months for blood samples for CBC, thyroid function, liver function, kidney function, Parkinson's deficiencies. My boy literally killed his liver. He drank every day and never got blood tests even for years and years and years. He died on February 21st. He was a liver transplant list. I go for my follow-up, the 16th for my blood work. I can ask them for a vitamin deficiency test for me and my son. They're going to give me an issue. If they give you an issue, just get on them. Just get on. Why are you going to wait for them to say no? Why don't you just get on them? If you've got the money, get on them. Like if you're not deficient, you're just gonna right. But you're pretty much. Listen, look at this. Look. Before COVID came out, the pandemic was a vitamin D deficiency pandemic, but COVID took the spotlight. Welcome. I drank myself near death with my pancreas issues. I haven't watched it yet. How the heck did you miss my hello? Y'all good. Pancreas is more dangerous liver disease. Yeah, it's rough stuff. Yeah, it'll kill you. It'll kill you. Make sure you get on your freaking fatty vitamins. Okay, let me see. Okay. All right, here we go. All right. Right here. Okay, so this was 2018. And nowadays is the global pandemic of vitamin D deficiency and insufficiency that afflicts worldwide more than 1 billion adults and children. So vitamin D deficiency consequences cannot be underestimated. Low levels usually affect bone and skeletal health. However, growing evidence shows that vitamin D deficiency with wide range of non-skeletal abnormalities, including cardiovascular disease, cancer, and metabolic disease. Vitamin D is competent for regulating various pathways for brain development, mature brain function, and homeostasis. So here they were talking about this, how the vitamin D deficiencies are linked to, D3 deficiencies are linked to Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, autism, and dementia. So get yourself on some. What you can take more. Don't take the bottle, but get on a dose. No, I didn't buy Minecraft yet, brother. It'll probably be a couple of days. I saw it. Sorry, our side of the publisher's leader comment must have gotten censored by YouTube. Right. Don't I look if there's not blood or bone, I don't anymore. Listen, absolutely not. My folks get a test 4 times a year, and they were on thyroid medication for like 30 years. Now they're on desiccated bovine thyroid, and they get a test every 3 months, and everything's been fine for the past 2 years. My mom's cardiac doctor told her that if she didn't take at least one medication, he won't see her anymore. Yeah, no sun exposure. I agree, 100%. You got the same leader as you do. Having a shower, have a floss. All right, get yourself a floss. I got the insurance because I don't want you to do it. I don't have some doctors. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, you need K2. Right, yes, right, absolutely. You need K2. You need K2 with your D3. If you're gonna buy 3 things, you need to get the parasite cleanse. But if you don't have the money this month, I would get B12, D3, and K2. Right, those are the 3 things I would buy, and then next month do the parasite cleanse. Because while you're waiting for the parasite cleanse to work, you want to make sure that you've got plenty of vitamins and minerals in your body in order to counteract what's been going on. I can't tell you all myself for some of my research. Some mandatory tag, it says goofy. Magnesium, calcium, K2, vitamin D. Yep, and that's a huge thing. So D3 takes calcium out of the intestines into the bloodstream. K2 takes it out of the bloodstream and puts it into the tissues. If you've got tooth plaque, that's a very good sign that you're K2 deficient. Anyone play Anybody play Rainbow Six Siege? Anyone? Yeah, there's probably a bunch of people playing. Let's see. What was I about to look up? Oh, Lamb had something here. Oops. Silver. I take silver. I take colloidal silver. I use it on my skin if I've got issues. But magnesium is very important. I take magnesium. I take a GABA magnesium complex. No beer today.
It's sort of a musical journey, really.
Make it fine and go multi. Right. The problem is they're never in the right ratios. Multivitamins will give you very little amounts of B12 and D3 compared to the other vitamins, where you would have to take like 5 of them to get the proper amounts of K and D. So it tricks you into thinking that you're getting everything. I can't be vitamin deficient. I take a one. No, and that's a problem. They usually have like 100 IUs of vitamin D in there. And this is why I don't recommend to anybody to take a multivitamin. And also, your body needs to space them out. There's not enough space in a multivitamin to get everything you need in a day. The vitamins, the pill itself is too small. They use a very little bit of amount each. Now, that can be good for things like magnesium and like selenium and stuff like that. Yeah, you definitely, magnesium's going to take up a lot of space. Check out Rich's long form story. Yeah, brother. Magnesium helps you relax muscles. Yes. I take glycinate, magnesium glycinate at night. I take my GABA and magnesium glycinate at night, and you need to get chelated or methylated ones for better absorption. Agreed. Absolutely. It's liquid. The antiparasitic is liquid. Centrum for men are sweet multivitamin. I think a multivitamin is always good to have at the stack. If you're not deficient in anything, and you just want to keep your tank topped off, then absolutely. But if you've got a deficiency, you use like D or B12, which most people seem to these days, it's not going to get you out of deficiency. So you're still going to have to stack. But if you after you correct your deficiencies, then yes, it's good to keep. Everybody should be on a multivitamin at the very least. But if you have any issues in life, check to see that it's not a deficiency. And often, if you just try taking a multivitamin, it's not going to get you out of deficiency. It's going to keep you like just enough for your heart to beat and for your eyes to work. Pills are small because micronutrients like vitamins and minerals, which are in micrograms. Right, but you don't have enough like to have 100 different things that are in like enough magnesium and enough calcium, which is in milligrams. You're talking about like 500 milligrams of calcium. It's half the pill. It's like, and I absolutely understand what you're saying, but I take 5 milligrams of vitamin D, vitamin B12, and I take about 7 milligrams of vitamin D3. But anyway, as it stacks, they're never in the right ratios. The amount of K that you need with the D, I've never seen them in the right ratios to have enough D and enough K2 in a multivitamin. I've never seen it. If you find it, then do it. Then absolutely do it. I'm not going to tell you not to take a vitamin. Absolutely not. But don't trick yourself into thinking that it's going to give you everything you need to get out of deficiency. Especially if you've been deficient for years, you need to basically catch up. Centrum pills, yeah, they are large. That's true. I used to take Centrum when I was a kid. Have you been in Depress? Have I been depressed? Yeah. I used to be really, yes, I was on antidepressants. Yes, I was on Paxil. I was on Prozac. Yeah, all that. And then all of that stopped when I finally started taking high levels of vitamin D and B12 and basically my magnesium. But B12, the B12 and D3, 5,000 micrograms of B12 and 10,000 IUs of D3 got me, like, I don't have any issues anymore. GABA, you can only take so much because it doesn't cross the blood-brain barrier well. That's what compounds like picomelin and phenobut or create to find a way for GABA to cross the blood-brain barrier. I have a very good GABA compound GABA absorption. You need D3 with your GABA. Low B12 and D causes depression. Exactly. And I try to push that to everybody. It changed my life. I've got more energy now. I've got more motivation now than I had in my 20s, and I'm 49. I need to catch up. Also love ketchup. Is ketchup good for you? No, it's not. Sorry.
What's this film about?
FDA banned people on nowhere for
It's
raising.
a musical
Yes,
journey.
yes, right. Because they don't want people taking GABA. Yeah, ketchup is bad for you. I thought B12 was like for memory. It's for you need it for calcium ions. You need it for your brain makes no, melatonin, serotonin, norepinephrine, dopamine. All they need B12 to make all of that stuff. No. Right. So what we've been taught before, it's not the truth. You've got to do deeper dives. Yeah, preservative. Right, ketchup sucks. So it tastes good, but it ain't gonna help you at all. That's a big problem. And a big problem with ketchup is to keep it from separating the water and stuff to separate out. They add a bunch of emulsifiers, which acts as a detergent to your gut mucus. A B complex doesn't typically have B12 in it, but sometimes it will, but it'll be a very low amount. I never found a B complex with more than like 100 micrograms of B12, and I take 5,000. I take 200,000%, the daily recommended B12, 200,000%. 208,333%. B12 has many functions: nerve health, red cells. Yes, right. Without B12, you're not going to create a lot of red blood cells. B12 tells your bone marrow to release more red blood cells, which will move more oxygen around your body, brain, blood. Yeah, Prozac's whack-a-doodle, brother. I agree. Yeah, B1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 12. Okay, my bad.
What's this film about?
Organic ketchup is where it's at. Heinz is awful. Organic ketchup is making actual ketchup. Same with mustard. All of it. Yeah, all of it. Right.
No, it's a musical journey. That's really what it is. What the movie is about is when a band is developing, it goes through certain stages, and for us, like, we're not the same band we were when we recorded the War album, for instance, and we captured that on Under a Blood Red Sky, and we just wanted to capture this period of the band to, I don't know. What's this?
Drinking some antibacterial, brother. Yeah, bro, listen. I've never been this happy. I've never been this excited. I've never been this excited for the future. I've never been this motivated. I put hours and hours and hours a day into this internet stuff. I put hours a day into getting like my chickens, I've got lots of stuff that I'm growing. I guess I call it my farm. I've got 2 greenhouses. I put a lot of work in every day, 6 hours of work into the day, and then 8 hours of work into the night. Typically, I typically stream for about 7-8 hours a day. Sometimes I'll do 12-hour streams, and I get all of my stuff done throughout the day too. And I'm almost 50, right? So it's like, it's done a lot for me. Yes, that's right. Ketchup and mayonnaise are made to cover rot. It's that good. What up, Cat? Put Clerks on if you're going to play black and white clip. I can't play. That's copyrighted. Eat whatever you want. Just don't regret it after things turn down. Right. You are making trade-offs. You are trading off, oh, this tastes good, for I'm going to die soon. That's like in the 90s, 1994, a Johns Hopkins doctor said an American diet without supplementation is slow suicide. So that means that we're not getting. They start telling us that a balanced diet is macros, is fat, cholesterol, fiber, and that's all crap. Because they don't say anything about you need the proper amounts of vitamins. Back in the 20s, and 18, 16, 17, 1800s, all that, the issues were scurvy, which was a vitamin deficiency, and rickets, which was a vitamin deficiency, and then you have who knows what else. Vitamin D deficiencies, which is basically rickets, what rickets was caused. This was all big issues that could have been prevented. from just people taking what they need. And we've told people this, you need 100% of this, but nobody makes sure they get 100% of this, and that. And even though 100% is to keep you alive, not to thrive, you can thrive. You can find out what makes your body work better. And people will drink and stuff, drink alcohol to try to be more productive. They'll smoke weed to be more creative and all these things, but they don't make sure they have enough vitamins and minerals to make sure that their body has what they need. It's amazing. It's amazing to me. I mean, I did the same thing. What up, cat? Ketchup doesn't taste nearly as good, doesn't. Cowboy era. Used to smoke cigarettes while drinking water. What up, Thadiel? Yeah, plants look really good. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing really good. We're doing really good. But it's amazing that, and think about our kids. Think about the kids in school today that are eating these balanced diets, these balanced meals at school that are just like, oh, it's got this amount of fat, this amount of cholesterol, this amount of this, this amount of that, and but they're going into deficiency because all these mental health issues can be attributed to vitamin deficiencies, particularly B12 and D3. Back in the 60s, doctors used to deworm kids before school year. Yeah, right. Why would they keep doing that? We won the war on worms. Like they just stopped? No, right, exactly. They don't talk about it anymore because now the issues like the skin issues and stuff that people have is typically from parasitic infection. And just because they're not crawling out of your butthole doesn't mean you don't have worms somewhere else in your body. I eat mayo and everything, rarely eat ketchup anymore. Ketchup was the only condiment I used growing up. Horizons expand. I agree. I smoke. I don't commit homicide. So I don't commit homicide. I grew up on a farm and miss it. And food was so much better. Yeah. And it's not hard to grow your own food, especially if you're growing for like a family. It's not hard. 4 feet by 8 foot of area. It's not hard. And it's not like hours every day, backbreaking toil. No, it takes like an hour to set up and then 20 minutes to pick it when it's ready. Damn, Johns Hopkins actually said for most healthy adults, multis is a waste of money. Shit, I don't know how it doesn't change my mind. Right, yeah, see, they said the same guy said that multivitamins are making expensive pee. Your body needs time to basically adapt to pull each vitamin and mineral through your body. When you jam it with a multivitamin, it only grabs what it can grab from that multivitamin before it poops it out because it's just a pill that's that big going through your body. It's not a meal worth. Right? This is why I don't use my intestinal tract to absorb my nutrition. I absorb it buccally or sublingually, or like here, this is how I take my D3. Okay. So my sublinguals will be here tomorrow, but I take it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's D3, and then I have K2 right here, K2, MK7. All right, and then I drip that on my, and then I rub my wrists together. That's it. That's how I get it. When it's not mine, I don't have the sublingual. So I don't use because I know my guts are screwed up. Obviously, I wouldn't be in this much of a deficiency if I was getting my food properly. So I'm saying, okay, well, I'm going to use other ways to get it. Dude, you should be wearing a hunk of cheese by now. Walking hunk of cheese. Bro, Veggie Garden was something was like chill. Yeah, it's chill. It's chill, right? And you get to know your plants and everything. You get to know your chickens, everything, yeah. I'm trying to get up to 180, 190 again, 6'4". I think it's about right. Yeah, at least 170. Yeah, it's 180. Family gardening, good skills. Yep. Yeah, family garden's great. Right, exactly. And then the neighbors come around and they're not just communicating, did you freaking vote for freaking Biden? Did you vote for Trump? That shit doesn't happen. They're like, hey, can I get some tomatoes? You mind if my daughter goes and gets some eggs from your chickens? And that's how the conversations go. Besides everybody just talking about freaking politics all the time. Let's see, 6, 4, 8. All right, what are we going to do? All right. Did you get the right fill dose through the skin? Yes. So this is 1,000 IUs per drop. I usually put 5 drops on each, but I was out in the sun all day today, so I don't want to. I'm just wasting it, basically showing you guys how to use it. But the sublinguals that I take, are much higher dose. They're even called extra strength, and they will work. This is the B12. Here's the D3. It's 10,000 IUs, which is 250 micrograms. People back in the 20s used to take 20 milligrams, but this happened. Believe with what you will. Do your own research. There you go. Black pepper helps absorb nutrients. That's exactly right. So my curcumin, it has black pepper. It goes to absorb with just by adding black pepper. Pepperine is the chemical in it. By adding black pepper to it'll help it absorb fat soluble stuff to absorb through the guts. It basically the black pepper does a slight irritation, which creates a mucus layer, and then the mucus layer helps fat soluble stuff absorb through it. Yes, that's very true. Pepperine. That's correct. That's correct. I think I have genital warts. My genitals are genital area around that way. I fell back off. They weep. They fell off. Went dry. Smell like badness. Wardage type shit. Get an anti-parasitic. Get an anti-parasitic. Most sexually transmitted diseases are parasitic in nature. Politicking is ticking me off. I've been starting to steer and clear since that clip I showed you. Yep, people are twisted, brother. Pepperine is some kick-ass stuff. So my curcumin, which is in turmeric, is one of the most potent anti-inflammatories that we know of. But it doesn't absorb if you just eat the turmeric. So curcumin extracted from turmeric and then black pepper added to it absorbs like 2,000 times more than 2,000. It absorbs at a rate 2,000 times higher than eating it by itself. So you eat 100 milligrams of it, and you only get like 0.02 milligrams. But if you take it with pepperine, you absorb like the whole thing. Harry, you're a wizard. Okay, so I forgot what I was doing. What was it? Oh, D3. Here you go. So check this out.
1913, but by 1918 they were on to, hey, this stuff really works. By 1920, 10 years later, everybody in America was taking 20 milligrams a day. And you know what happened? The hospitals emptied out.
Ayurvedic medicine.
Emergency. No one was getting sick. So what the AMA and the FDA got together and what they decided to do was to give 7 medical students enough vitamin D to kill a horse. Well, of course, the kids got sick.
Right.
That was their excuse to remove vitamin D from the shelf. But because of the public uproar, the President of the United States had to commission the University of Chicago Medical Faculty.
You need B12, 100%. You need vitamin B12. Vegetarians and vegans are 99.9% of them that are not supplementing are deficient or severely deficient. The death rate from vitamin B12 deficiency in vegans is up there above like 10%. That's hold on.
Dr. Frock to tell the world, is vitamin D toxic? The study took years, and in the meantime, the FDA and AMA got together and said, we've got to stop people from taking the crucial vitamins A, D, and E. And so you know what we're going to do? We're going to use number psychology on the public. The 20 milligrams that the little lady takes every day is now 1 million units, and 1 million units will kill you. So what did he allow? 400. Now 400 is 1/100th of a milligram, not enough to do any good. And he was just
not enough to do any good. So when I was pescatarian, I was deficient in B12 and iron. Agree. That's why I'm concerned about D3 and B12. So D3 and B12, if you're not taking it, you are not doing. Your body's not doing what it should. And absolutely. So you've got a decision to make. You either supplement with it properly or you die. That's your two options. And you die slowly, and your body's in hell the whole time. So you're going to suffer the sores that you get, the freaking rancid guts that you get. You cannot live a vegetarian / vegan diet without supplementation. You cannot do it. You will end up in a grave faster than you should. Oat milk has vitamin. Yeah, so it's typically added to it, but what's the amount and how much? And the problem with oat milk is that they spray the dog piss out of oats on the fields to keep it from being eaten, and then they spray it again with something called a desiccant so it doesn't rot when it's in the silos. And a lot of companies, when they buy it from the farms, they take it out of the silos and then they process it right away, so they don't rinse off a lot of the desiccant that ends up in the oat milk. It's very rough. They add D3 so that people that don't drink cow's milk, aren't getting D3. They add it to that so you don't get rickets and stuff. B12 is high in eggs, animal foods, but lack in vegetable. Right? Yeah. Vegetarian and vegans are not bad. No, man. Oat milk is better than cow's milk taste. Right? Because they add a lot of sugar to it. Yeah, it's not good for you. It's really bad. It's really bad for you. Vitamin death be 110%. Okay, no pun intended. Yeah, I used to like my oat milk, but it's highly processed. Yeah, and the problem is they add a emulsifier to it, so the oat or nut milk, oat milk, and the water doesn't separate and doesn't look all clumpy. They add something to it to make it smooth, but that stuff acts like a detergent in your. Here, I'll just show you guys. You don't have to believe me. Fish and egg overall. Right, yeah, you need supplementation. I'm planning on eating eggs. Eggs will fill. Listen, so how long have you been a vegetarian? If you've been a vegetarian for more than like a year, you're going to be in deficiency. Eating eggs will not get you out of deficiency. They're going to keep you a little bit above, but still under what you need. You need to take a couple of weeks of vitamin B supplementation to get yourself out of deficiency, then keep yourself out of deficiency with the using eggs. But yeah, you got to get yourself out of deficiency. Okay, here, so I'm going to show you guys. Okay. Emulsifiers and the intestinal tract. Emulsifiers. Okay.
Let's talk emulsifiers. You'll see them on labels as polysorbate 80 and carboxymethyl cellulose. They're added to things like ice cream, bread,
No, it's not speed or anything like that. It'll help you sleep. It'll help you wake up. It'll help you be happy. It'll help you be sad. It helps you everything. Your body needs crucial neurotransmitters. B12 helps make a dopamine, serotonin, norepinephrine, and melatonin. But it just helps when your body says, hey, we need to make this. It uses that to make it. It's not like adding just straight melatonin or straight things. So yeah, it's exactly the opposite of what you would think. First, check B12 levels. The doctors will tell you with injection supplements. Yes, you got to get out of deficiency. All right, good. Get it done. Get it done, brother. Okay, sorry.
80. Let's talk emulsifiers. You'll see them on labels.
I'm pretty good.
And carboxymethyl cellulose.
Thank you, brother.
They're added to things like ice cream, bread, and salad dressings to create a smooth texture and keep ingredients from separating. But they don't just bind oil and water. They may be messing with the delicate lining of your gut. Emerging evidence suggests these additives can disrupt our gut microbiome and promote inflammation. And we know that chronic gut inflammation is a gateway to a whole host of problems. In fact, observational studies have now linked a high intake of certain emulsifiers to an increased risk of cardiovascular disease.
So the reason for the disease is, what does your gut do? It moves nutrition through the gut wall from your food into your bloodstream. So without that, when you wash that away, you're just turning food into poop instead of food into health. And then also that gut lining that this stuff washes away. And it's a lot of it's not just the three you mentioned. It's also soy lecithin, carrageenan, a bunch of emulsifiers. It's just that the way that emulsifiers work chemically to make ice cream feel creamy and to keep oat milk from separating. It washes your gut lining out. That your gut lining, the endotoxins that can cross that that are kept out of your body by that lining. Will end up going into your body, causing something called leaky gut. So the toxins from your gut, from your poop, should stay in your poop and should go into the toilet. So if you don't have that layer there, and that's what oat milk does very well. It's like drinking detergent for your gut lining. Because it's mucus. I'm not Fiber Max, brother. I'm not Fiber Max. Yeah, I'm coax maxed. Chips and biscuits are filled with chemical emulsifiers. They all are. Everything. Yeah. They all are. Everything. Emulsifiers. Most of the U.S. There you go. Most of the U.S. Most of the food in the U.S. has bad ingredients. Not even just the chemical. Right. There's a huge lawsuit going on right now. Just finally this year, suing the food companies because they're making addiction, and so the chemical industry is selling ingredients to the food industry. The chemical industry is also the pharmaceutical industry and the medical industry. So the chemical industry that helps the food industry. The food industry makes people sick from the food, and then who do they go to when they're sick? They go to the medical industry. So they're just creating patients. I was so annoyed in the grocery store today looking at labels. Yep, look at labels, people. Look at your labels and understand that the only three things you do for your body is meditate / pray, eat, and exercise. That's it. And you better be doing those three things as well as you can. I hear iodine and selenium should be taken together. Is there anything else you should take with those? So selenium, the way I get selenium is from Brazil nuts. I buy Brazil nuts, and Brazil nuts has plenty of what you need in it. Citizens should look at labels more to avoid companies. I agree. Yes, Lamb. Hey. Okay, I didn't know. I thought you said you were going to floss. Okay, you ready? Yeah, I'll send it so okay. All right. I'll send it an email. Yeah, I'll send it an email. All right. All right. Lovely lamb lunch, baby. Lovely lamb lunch, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the fresher the better. But here's a big problem with grocery store food. If it's not ripened on the vine, food goes through stages as it grows. Vegetables and fruits, they bulk up and then they ripen. So if they're picked before they're ripe, which they typically are, then they're artificially ripened, which means they're no longer connected to the vine, and so they do not develop the nutritional profile that they have if they're vine ripened. Okay, let's get them on. Get them on. Meh. No, let me turn this on. Start virtual camera, add others. Uh-oh. Okay. All right, let's see what comes in. Fish is expensive. Yeah. I don't eat packaged food, generally avoid it. Yeah, I mean, but regardless, you have to understand how your body works, what your body needs to work, how stress works, how dopamine and serotonin work. But how does your body get them? How do they make them? What are the precursors? What is the chemicals you need to put into your body in order for your body to make those things? And that's where a lot of times with vegetarians, they're just told about protein and fiber and stuff, but they're not told about the rest of the vitamins that they're not getting. And B12 is the big one for vegetarians. Yeah, you gotta get fresh. Must have been handsome in your college days. Okay, hold on, Lamb. You there, brother? 100 nutrients a day. What up, my friend? Jesus Christ. Haven't seen you in a while. All right, let me get Lamb on here. All right.
I'll bet Maria, and bless you, son. Come again?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah, we got you. Hold on. Bam. All right, there we go. All right, you're on, brother.
Hi, Kat. You okay?
All right, let me straighten this out. Let me get me off of there. There we go. Hold on. Let me do this. All right.
Kat, I said to what's her name, B, the other day, that she's my second favourite lady on this this network. You're my first. No, you're my first, Kat. You're my you're number one, Kat.
Number one. So John says, I felt a ton better since recently, including my gut. It's bad. A huge improvement. I'm up and not even thinking about being tired until after 7 p.m. and I don't and I do all that Rich does. Yeah, and you don't do all that I do. Right. Hey, Lammy. Right. Yeah. Slowly work your way up, John. There you go. Lovely lamb lunch. Let me put your name on the screen. Lamb. Hold on one second.
Yeah. I think people know my name anyway. So say modest.
That feels so modest. Okay, let me see. Text, new, at. Oops. Dang, I can't spell.
I hope you, Richard. Also, Richard, I hope you've appreciated this because I came back in about an hour ago. I've had a shower.
A shower.
A shower, like water coming down.
Water.
Try something. You won't appreciate it now, but I smell free fragrance at the moment, but it's wasted on online. But I might go and book my trade around town later.
He's a friend of the stream, Loretta. This is lovely lamb lunch, Cal. I don't know what I should call you. Kalstube?
What you want, man? You know what
a citizen of the British Empire. I'm working out daily, having good protein, rich vegetarian diet, and gaining a little muscle and strength. Still feeling an energetic life. Yes, 100%, my brother. B12 is definitely the culprit. Let me just. I can't show this with lamb on screen, but yes, fatigue, inattention, brain fog, all of that is low vitamin B12. It's B12 deficiency. Those are the symptoms of B12 deficiency. Yeah. All right. Sorry, lamb's here.
I demand attention.
I demand it.
If I don't get it, I'll say, all right then. I'll flounce off normally. But fair play.
Bum.
Okay. So is this an open forum? Is it? Are we having the floor to debate?
Sure. What do you want to debate? Costume. Costoon. Oh, costoon. Gotcha. Costume. Gotcha. Costume. Okay, I see. Costume. All right, that's Costume's name. All right, we can open it up to debate, whatever you want, Lamb. Here, let me move this down here.
We should have a you and I were speaking on the phone earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We should maybe expand on that what we were talking about earlier, maybe about the getting the knowledge out there. Maybe that's too heavy for right now. Maybe we should have a laugh.
Yeah, we can't get into the gum.
Yeah, let's leave that. Let's go a bit silly, really. Richie's talking. Let's make the change.
Oh, you know what I can do here too? Let's do this. Yeah, I do talk. Let's do this. Let me move you up here. Oops. There we go. Okay. All right. There we go. Progressive overload basically means that you increase your weight or reps and take increasingly break. Right, but when you exercise and stuff, you need to have in your body what your body needs. If you're tired and you're working out to get not tired anymore, but you don't have cellular energy. Remember, energy is not just sugar and fat.
It needs to draw from something, doesn't it? If it's not there, then it needs to draw from elsewhere, and that's when you get a bit ill.
That's right. That's when you
get
ill.
They need to have the toolkit of B12. Have you heard about B12, Rich? I don't know if you've heard about that.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. It came up to B11, but that's the motorway right there. But also, I think I'm very well. As you probably know, my lifestyle isn't the most well. It's not the most anything. You know me. I do like to enjoy myself sometimes. Well, it's been like 3 days at the moment, but I think I'm lacking omega-3. I think I'm lacking B12.
Definitely.
I'm lacking vitamin K, which I only found out about today. I think I'm lacking D. Actually, no. I'm alright for D because I went on a long old run yesterday, 16,000 steps yesterday.
Your hair. Go, sorry.
Go
so
about my hair. Go on. You can try me if you want. Go on.
NP, your hair's falling out because you're unhealthy. Creatine doesn't speed your hair falling out. Dihydrotestosterone is what makes your hair fall out. But
I mean, apart from yourself, there's no more follicle than I am. I mean, I hold the candle for you for the on hair stakes.
Your hair's doing good. NP's, if your hair's falling out, you're not getting enough protein, particularly meat, animal protein. So you got to replace that. You need high level, but your body has to be able to use it. And if you're you can't, you need the B12 definitely. You need definitely B12 protein. Yeah, you need a lot of protein. You got to have some collagen, right? Yeah, you gotta find some. But the vitamin, without proper vitamins and minerals in your body, you can't use it. Yeah, don't worry about your hair. If your hair starts to fall out, use oregano oil. With
my hair is the only thing I've got left, man. My hair is my only. I'm like Samson. Like it's all my power in my hair.
A towel in your hair.
But, like you're more like Delilah.
Lamb, what is your daily workout routine? I heard you're getting like 20, 30 freaking steps in a day.
20 or 30 steps.
Yeah.
I started going to the toilet, man. But 20 or 30 steps. I don't know what your. It's quite a low bar. 20 or 30 steps.
Yes,
39
yes,
steps is a good thing,
yes,
but,
brother. Get off that stuff, man. That vegetarian shit's gonna kill you unless you're growing all of your own food and hitting every single point. You can't be a grocery store vegetarian. You can't be a grocery store vegetarian, brother. The hair's gonna start. You're gonna notice when you brush your hair, you've got hair all in your brush because your hair's falling out because your body doesn't have the proper proteins that it needs. And when you eat animal proteins, your body can break that down because you're basically animal. You need that. You need that stuff. This is why humans' teeth are meant to be able to eat meat when you can get it. And then when you have times of famine, when you can't get meat, you have the teeth ability and the gut ability to stay alive on vegetables, but you cannot thrive on it. I apologize. I know you guys don't want to hear that.
It wasn't that, yeah. It was that effort.
Yeah.
And I've done a parody on my channel, like not anyone watches, called a Deaf Leper.
A deaf leper.
Yeah, but this was a seminal album. I don't mean I've done anything over it, but this was a seminal 1987, produced by I think Matt Lang and Nigel Green, and it was the first album that they coined the phrase "all killer, no filler."
All killer, no filler.
Yeah, there's no duff tracks on it, man.
That's right. Yes. So you'll notice a big thing, NP, when you start. You're gonna notice it in like a day. That in a day you're gonna eat it, and then all of a sudden you're gonna feel happy because the B12, especially if you're not gonna eat beef. I understand that, but just the little. Think about animals that spend all day outside in the sun. They're getting high levels of D3, and you're getting that too. You're sharing their energy. Fooling.
She's coming to youth around here. Talk about animals all day.
Animals.
Pissing in doorways. But they're all right. That's me. That's what I do. But I have I've got a problem with this. Every morning, this German Shepherd takes a shit in my garden every fucking morning. His dog's all right, but the Shepherd is a nightmare.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, let me see if I can add this. He's freaking wackadoodle. All right, we're going to do window capture. New. Oh, dang it.
Road lamb or roadkill. All right, Andy. What up, Andy?
What up, Andy?
Metallica, I like
what up,
Nothing
road
Else
lamb?
Matters. Nothing Else Matters is a good one. Metallica.
Holier than thou.
Nothing else matters. Doo, 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 doo.
Okay, let me do this.
Awesome doing it,
F2.
Justice.
Lamb.
That's
Chrome.
Richard. That's Richard.
I can't spell Chrome. Okay, let's see.
Manson F1. If you're referring to me, I'm a man of a certain age, but I think I'm batting above my weight. Or I'm batting above my average even, or punching above my weight. Whatever. I've mixed some metaphors now. But yeah, thank you.
Who's that handsome devil? Oh wait, that's Rich. I do need to eat maybe some pomegranate seeds and pineapple. Yes, and seeds are actually better for you than you would think. Not seed oils, but the seeds themselves. They're actually very good as anti-parasitic. Hey, Lamb's at 149 subs. Somebody get him to 150. Lamb's at 149. We need to get him to 150.
I'll tell you, if you sort of it happened upon my channel, we've got a spare moment. Or a spare afternoon. It's what's the word? Eclectic is the word I'll say.
It's definitely eclectic.
And it's it's not corporate, is it really?
No, it's not corporate.
It's corporate.
I broke something. I'll put it behind there. There we go. Okay. Actual facts. So the first names got second name animal guilt. I did too until I googled the fires. The Bible mentioned eating animals. I feel no guilt at all. Listen, if you have guilt eating animals, don't watch videos of cute fluffy animals. Look at videos of bears trying to kill people, cows and bulls trying to kill people. Yeah. They're not always cute. They're cute when you feed them, but when they want to feed on you, they're not cute. They want you dead.
That's it, though. Australian vegan girl. She's quite nice, I think. She, I'll probably eat her, but I think it's against her ethics.
All right, you're on band, Alec. You're on band. Never date outside your weight class. Because you're bored, right? It's probably not a good idea. Indeed, you said watermelon. I gotta go. It's 4:30 in the morning. All right, brother. Johnny, I'm not offended. I appreciate it, brother. No problem. I hope to see you again, healthier, brother.
Tell him, my friend. Tell him.
Looks matching. Never date outside your weight class. That should be like being thrown around. Did you save me some watermelon? Strawberries are full of vitamin C. Yep.
I've got a spiky cat.
I'm going to be smothered and enjoy it.
See that now?
All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get you up to 150. All right, we need what? He's got ZG Ham Har.
You see? Oh, basically, cat. It's a bit blurred. It might be my vision or it might be the camera or both. But it's watermelon flavour. So. I quite like that band. There's the top as well. It's a good band.
We're trying to get you to 150. Watermelon's the best fruit. Eat it, drink it, wash your face with it. It's all right. It's all right. We're trying to get them. Oh, wait a second. I got 9 freaking notifications.
Wash your face with worse.
Huh?
It's very refreshing, isn't it, watermelon?
I love it. I love it.
It's also it's got the same sort of connotations as a fried chicken within certain communities, isn't it, as well?
Yeah. It's got that connotation.
I remember like there was a Lady David.
What other dude said? I agree, man, Dan.
There's a Larry David. You know, Claire, your Fusion. You know Leon, the black dude who lives with Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry. Honey. Yeah. Listen, those things that ripen on the vine, like when you go out to a freaking farm and you grab one and it's freaking just slightly gives and you crack it open and it's just like. But when they pull, it's so different from grocery store food. You know it's doing good for you when you pull it off the vine and it's freaking 36 seconds old. But when you freaking
when I was so there's a place in Scotland called Gretna Green, and you can get married there when you're 16 years old, but it's just different to the rest of the country because it's 18. So people used to elope there, but I can't elope now. Sorry, that's a bit of a fucking. Talk about a setup for a Labour's joke.
Hey, is that better? Cat? Say something, Lamb. Tell us about how awesome you are.
What would you like? I don't know. Come on, I'm not here. I'm not. Well, all right. So I'm quite good at certain things. Okay. Well, give me 30 seconds, and I'll give me a subject, and I'll say anything on it. I'll play anything, honestly, man.
I was just changing your volume there for a second. Yeah.
Give me any subject, and I'll give you 30 seconds on it.
All right.
That's what I told her. But,
running.
Running. Come on, man. You know I know.
All right. How about?
I started a running group, but it's still got 1,000 members. There you
go. Okay, there you go. Thriller.
Anything else?
Nothing. We're looking over the lovely lamb lunch. Cat's the subject.
Cat. What's in the feline or
Tell me what you were saying was. Tell me what you were saying. I was your favorite because I didn't hear the word you said after you said I was your favorite. All right, man. You got the 150, brother.
Hey, who's that?
That was John Anthony.
John Anthony, you're the equivalent to Mark Anthony in Rome back in the day. You're the I don't know. I've gone now. Yes, all which are quite fidgety. It depends if you're on any sort of stimulation, I guess. But it's not a Geordie accent. It's not a Newcastle accent. It's a lamb accent. It's like are you still there? I don't know. You gone? I don't know. Are you there? Is he gone? Where's a bit rude, isn't it? Where's he gone? Hello, Richard. Who's walking off of me?
I had to get some water. Why? Newcastle accent? Newcastle.
I'd really love to. Please, Richard, please get me some sort of communique with Kat, 'cause I'd love to read her work and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, she hasn't released it yet. She's still doing her she's writing her novel now, and she's got it. I think she's gonna have it up on what's it called? Leonidas is my novel that I'm working on. Hello, hey, what up, Plus Ultra brother? She's writing a book. I mean, I don't want to go into what she can talk about what it is. I don't know when she's ready for it or not. You're not putting it on. You're not putting it on Substack. Okay.
Is this dead air?
Did you ever read Gates of Fire? What's the last book you read, Lamb?
That book I read, there's only one. Well, I've read the good book, though, as you know, even though I'm not a believer.
Yeah.
I'm not a Monkeys fan either. But what book are you talking about?
Any book. What's the last book you've read?
Ulysses?
Huh?
I've read Ulysses. I've read Conan Doyle. I've read
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I've read to Rig and Peer. I've read obviously 984 many times. I've read Down Out in London, Paris. The essays. I've read, mate, I'm quite well read.
Yeah, he's well read. He says you can read it on his face. Okay, let's see what we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch something with the Lamb here. Let's see if we can find something. Oops, that was him. That was me. That was him. That was me. Okay, Richard, I was initially going to put it on Substack when it wasn't going to be a short story. When it was going to be a short story, but after I wrote this story, it's like, I knew it's sitting on gold. The skin.
I've read Rig and Peer as well.
The skein.
In
time. I never even heard of it. Let's look it up. The skein in time.
Right, Rig and Peer. Animal Farm, which is a what's the word? Not a parody, a satire on class systems and communism. But it's got animals, so it's cute.
Animals. All right, the Skins of Time. Let's see if we can find a little short thing about it. What? One skin at a time? Fails. Okay, if I go on the Minecraft server and start streaming. Yeah, it's fine. Go for it. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
What sort of movie?
Yeah, what movie are you talking about? Those are all old books.
One of your classics. The old ones that you don't talk about. I'm joking.
Gold is highly malleable. It'll deform. Yeah, don't sit on gold. This is a gold turlet. Anyone want to watch? Take a recommendation. What's
Alex suggesting? Anyone want to watch? I'll take any recommendation. I don't know what that I don't know what that means. That's wheels within wheels. That's all sorts of things going on there.
This 2018 science fiction novel by F.A. Chase about disintegrating harmonious world of people and robots. Practical guide to evil. Warhammer 40k Elder Skin of Time. Never even heard of it. Wow, is it any good? It's all about the workup about.
Mate, I've never read it. I've never heard of it, but I get a bit fatigued about all this. Back in the day, like in the 2010s, a lot of dystopian literature going on, set in the near future, and it turns out it's true. It's all fucked now.
Animal Farm cartoon, mini children's show. All right, hold on 1 second, Lamb. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure this happens here. Bam, 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 bam. Oops, cancel, close, cancel. Bam, properties. I think I can still hear you. Okay. All right, there you go. There you go. There it is. There it is. Can you save my bastard soul?
Yeah, I mean that's my internal dialogue, pretty much.
There you go.
Was that a someone that didn't like David Soul much? From the,
Good, he stopped smoking. Yeah, he definitely should. D Jackson.
No, it's only because I haven't got any cigarettes. I mean, I've got
Yeah, definitely. I could see it being the Greek font typeface. I would find a different ampersand for the myth and optimized genetics.
So if we talk about Greek mythology, you've got Stavros, the kebab shop owner. You've got Helios. Helios is Helios.
Fate's weaving tapestry of time.
The goddess of sun. Stavros, Mykonos.
Yeah, he's vaping, brother. Yeah.
Lesbos.
Yeah, he's still Mythos.
Having a toss, but yeah.
I like the way the Y and the E's. I like the second typeface. I just don't like the ampersand.
What are you looking at?
Right here. It should be on the screen in a second. This is the preliminary cover for Kat's book. And I would make the O in U and soul. I would bring it up to match the size of the S and O. I mean, unless you want it to look like boobs, I would still make it bigger. I hate it. My brain throws it off when it goes from Y to O to U and S to O to U. But whatever. It's your book.
He's thinking YMCA. What are you going on about?
He said he'd stop smoking. He just won't listen.
Vowels, man. So what was that? What was that symbol that you were saying about? I didn't quite see it. Was it the
that here? It's up. It'll be on the screen in a second. Are you watching the YouTube channel? Yeah. Yeah. Well, can you see it now? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that anyway because I can't. The meta is too small. Genetics. What it looks like old school. It's different than when you see 60 i5. Yeah. I like it. I mean, I like that it's human made.
You have to be at can on that one, honestly.
Yes, D. The Mati doesn't have real evidence to the story. Yeah, it's Greek style. Okay, let's see what we're doing. Can you shave my bastard hole?
I've done some writing there. Sadly.
Yeah. You have to rewind that, Cat. All right, let's see.
Right. Oh. I'm going to dress myself.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Can you shave my? Wait till you read the book. Wait till you read the book.
Well, Cat's book.
Yeah, Cat's book.
I honestly, I'll be a sponge for the.
You gotta pay the troll toll. Same as the boys.
I just love learning. I don't learn, but I love
learning. That's why I'm so unhappy. I don't learn, but I love learning.
That's pretty good. I love learning, man.
I love it.
I'm garden man. Oh.
When my garden, me and Lamb in the garden.
What up, Lamb?
So
up,
when
Lamb?
you have me on your channel, it can be in the garden with lovely Lamb lunch.
Yeah,
a little bit of the Richard.
Believe it or not, I do have a garden. That's well for you. And
I saved all
now the weather's coming a bit more clement. We can go there and we can have a virtual barbecues.
Virtual barbecue.
Or barbells. And
variable pitch quadcopter.
But it depends how much you have to drink. But yeah.
No way. Hold on.
I'm catching up with the chat here.
Oh, how mercury is made. You want to learn about that?
It's great thing in Queen.
There we go.
A liquid once desired by emperors who sought to consume it in their pursuit of immortality ultimately turned out to be one of the most dangerously toxic substances.
Isn't that freaking odd that they looked for mercury for immortality and it was the complete opposite?
No, because mercury is poisonous.
What up, Ben?
Mercury's like lead. It's very harmful to humans.
Yeah.
It doesn't go well with the skin, does it? Really?
It's it's a neurotoxin. Yeah, like
capable of devastating the human nervous system.
And is it the
Even
second
throughout
planet for
the
the sun?
20th century,
Was that is that Venus?
it continued to deceive humanity, being praised and widely promoted as an industrial
Music
miracle.
prize,
The effort to tame this deadly element begins.
I'm going mad on mercury at the moment.
Yes, he was stirring it with his bare finger.
Deep from even toxic suit of immortality.
How gauche.
Emperors who.
How plebeian.
A liquid once desired by emperors who sought.
I just want to know what it feels like.
That's what she said.
Right. So
that's where I got arrested.
So doesn't it seem like it's natural toxins that cause the falls of great empires? What natural toxin do you think will cause our empires to fall? Because we're not looking into that stuff. Generally recognized as safe. Yeah, the elixir of immortality, which is gunpowder. And I come to find out.
I'll say, because you know that last days of Rome, Rome, like the Roman Empire, all empires, come and go.
Yeah.
British Empire, Roman Empire,
British.
Ottoman Empire.
Ottoman Empire.
The
Ottoman.
Empire State of Mind.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. A film in 1987 called Empire State, which was had Martin Landau on it as a British film.
Martin Landau. All right, let's see how people
to consume it in their pursuit of immortality.
They consumed it.
Ultimately turned out to be
Do you think poop out mercury or does it absorb?
Okay, if you're putting about mercury, I'll see the doctor straight away.
That's what I was thinking, Ben. Plastic will be the thing that kills us. That's what I was. That's what I had in my brain. What's going to kill us? That's what I think. I think plastic will be the thing.
One of the most dangerously toxic substances capable of devastating the human nervous system.
Plastic. The amount of microplastics that are in the ocean, and we're churning out shit every fucking day.
Right. So it's so pervasive.
China, India. It's just like have you seen the Ganges at all, lady? I don't mean. I've been in the river, not it's also a metaphor for sort of euphemism for anything, but Ganges is full of shit.
Yeah, mercury and gallium, dissolve aluminum, yeah.
Burn bodies on fires, it's Ganges, and then bathe in it, don't they?
Yes, right, and so everything that we've done with it. I've been looking at making my clothes for a while. I need more money to go buy fabric and fix my sewing machine and stuff. That'll be free. I think I can fix it. Yeah. You can fix it yourself. Look, somebody built it. You can fix it.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to use the movie idea.
Men to make those. That's the war mantra.
Yeah, aluminum. Yep. Let's watch that real quick.
Back in the Second World War, we made this.
Mercury attacking aluminum.
We made two, and then and then the Americans came along and lent us loads of money. It was Lend-Lease. Big up Eisenhower. But so that's what we did. I'm not getting sense, am I?
Let's show you. Let's see if we can find one here.
Check out what happens when I place a single drop of mercury onto a plate of aluminum. This is definitely one of the most alien chemical reactions I've ever done, and I never really get sick of watching it. Now, the reason this happens is because mercury is a liquid metal, and so it's able to form an alloy with aluminum at room temperature. This particular type of alloy is called an amalgam, and the aluminum-mercury amalgam is pretty unstable. When it comes in contact with oxygen, which happens basically as soon as it's formed, it decomposes to aluminum oxide and mercury. This allows the mercury to continue reacting with more aluminum, and the process repeats.
So what do you think mercury does to the metals inside of our body? Like the sodium and the phosphorus and other other metals that are inside of our body. This is probably why it's so toxic to the human body. That amalgam looks like a micro pea.
Can I just say one thing? I know it's going to sound really stupid.
Edgar Burroughs.
A digression aside here. I've always had a problem with the concept of having metals in the body. You need iron. Well, I always see iron as like girders and things like that. But obviously we're not eating the solid iron.
Wrong. We are. Okay. They put when they put iron in our food, it's flaked iron. Let me show you that. 1 second. Watch. Look at this. Iron flakes in cereals.
Oh yeah, it's fortified with vitamins and iron.
Yeah, fortified with iron, and it's just ground up iron. It's little because your stomach acids will dissolve it.
Wow. So what? I'm a simpleton on this.
How to find out if there's iron in your breakfast?
Watch.
How about trying to pick up the flake with a magnet? Nothing. Take a look at this, though. Look. By crushing it up, look at the edges of the magnet. I got another test. Put water in the plate like this, and now let's see what happens when you get the magnet really, really close to the flake. Watch this. You can actually pull these flakes around the water. Look.
Want more proof? Put a cup of cereal in a plastic bag.
We're gonna add water and shake it around. We want it to become like soup.
And now here's the test.
Look at this. This
it
is
pulls
the iron
flakes
in
to
your breakfast cereal.
The iron at the top.
So believe it or not, they really put iron, real reduced iron in your breakfast cereal.
A generic Tesco's.
Yeah. Our mercury poisoning from fish is not much exposure. Right. It's not much. It's not much. Even gallium, for instance, will leave you metal if it completely destroys structure. Yep, gallium will do the same thing. Gallium does the opposite to that what mercury does. It converts, it bonds with the aluminum, putting a gallium ion, a gallium atom in between every 4 aluminum ion atoms, so that you can just push through it because it's still liquidy. Yeah, we'll look at that next. Discord.
I've got a cookie monster now, but it's got the one of my USB things. So you say that a magnet will attract these cornflakes?
If you float them on water, yes, you could take a magnet and draw them. Those flakes will pull towards the if you put those flakes in water. Yeah, there they go, over the shoulder. Discord. There you go.
If cornflakes didn't have or any cereal like Lucky Charms or whatever, if they didn't have their colourful packaging, how would they look?
No one would eat it. No one would eat them because they're crap unless you add a bunch of sugar to it. They're just bull crap.
Mate,
mercury can go to the skin. It'll kill you. What up, Governor Tory? Let's see that you can, yeah, right. But this is iron. Iron is just iron flakes. It's just raw iron. Look at this. Look. Here, iron in baby food. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I'm still looking, man.
Hold on. I'm trying to find
I'm still looking.
Trying to find a good Here we go.
So if you look on the back of a lot of cereals, you can see that they contain iron. So this iron that it contains is actually metallic iron. So if you crush up the Cheerios and put it in a bag and then pour some water in it, and then get a big neodymium magnet. So just start rubbing it against the bag.
All right.
Should very soon start seeing some particles in there. So you can see the iron in the bag now. Now when companies put these iron particles in your Cheerios, I think it's kind of cheating because you don't actually need metallic iron in your body, you need ionic iron. So you're supposed to get it in ionic form, not in this metal form. Now some of this metallic iron does turn into ions in your body, but a very little amount. So most of this iron just passes through you in metallic form. So you're actually getting way less iron than you...
So here is my point. My point is they'll say what you have in there, 25% of your daily iron, but you're pooping out 99% of that 25% your daily iron because it's got to, only the parts that your stomach acid dissolves and it turns into ionic iron. The rest comes out the same way it goes in. Pieces of metal come out your butt. People are fine with gold and silver flakes in their food, but not iron classists. What is that? A shoe? An iron?
What is that, man? What is that?
Jesus, but my hot rod cereal caused my cancer. That's right. Yeah. So this is the bullshit. So you think I'm getting my vitamins and minerals from my bullshit cereal, but it's not the form that you need. You're gonna put in your mouth what you poop out. It matters what absorbs through your guts. People just eat too much.
I know that.
Yes, I've seen Brad. Yeah.
We were talking earlier, Richard. Like you need some iron in your system to absorb vitamin D and stuff, don't you?
Yes. You need it for your blood. Hemoglobin, heme.
Quite anemic when you and stuff like that.
Yeah, hemoglobin, which is the big part of your blood. Heme is iron. That's you need iron to if you don't have enough B12 and iron in your body,
hemoglobin is the transition state between blood cells.
Yes, that's right, student. Our food is literally poisoned. Yeah. You should not be shitting iron and vitamins, not shitting bricks.
That's not been a quote of the night, That's the quote of the night. Get out of the ball.
Right, but how come our kids don't know this? How come it's a bunch of 30 and 40-year-olds talking about this, but they're not telling the 7-year-olds that? Like, because kids think, while I'm eating my Frosted Flakes, I look and I'm getting 25% of my iron. I'll just eat 4 bowls. That's 100%. But you're just shitting.
Throughout my formative years, growing up, I've never thought I'm going to have these Frosties and fully iron.
Yeah.
I've never considered my metal intake element wise until now, really.
Right. So but if you look on your cereal and you look on your on the food, just because you put that in your mouth doesn't mean it ends up in your body, in your blood. You just poop out what you put in your mouth. So they can put things, hey, it's got all this vitamin B12 in it, but if it doesn't go to your body, if it doesn't enter through Testes. Right. So this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. But it also doesn't cause health. It doesn't cause health. If you think you're getting your daily required 100% iron from cereal, you're sorely mistaken, because it's only what your stomach will dissolve from that metallic iron. US restaurants also serve I always eat unhealthy processed stuff. I'm fine because I have an active lifestyle. I live my somebody mentioned something earlier. Okay, 500 calories. The calories don't really matter because it's the nutrition you get from those calories. You can eat 4,500 calories and still be unhealthy as hell. Not because you've eaten too much, because you haven't absorbed enough of the vitamins and minerals that's required, and the amino acids. Yeah. I'm gonna tinker on YouTube and find out how to stream there. Hey, dude, brother, just go to YouTube in the upper right hand corner, hit the plus button, and click go live.
I went live last night. After obviously you were gone by then, but I had about 10 or 11 likes actually. Last night I went for my first real live, and I was just stuck out rambling like I do.
Me too.
Lamey way. But I don't know if anyone saw it, but I was taking it offline now. But because it's a bit, I was just rambling. I was going a bit Hugh Grant or whatever, but sadly, yeah. So, I might try another one later though. I've got some vim, got some vigor, got some confidence going on. It might be the drink, but
some vim and some vigor.
Yeah, got some spunk. They might say. That means something else over here. Okay, that's a conversation.
But here's my point. My point is just because it says it on the box, on the bag, doesn't mean you're getting, because you put it in your mouth, it's getting into your bloodstream. Portion size are huge. Right, but then you can hijack your body by drinking artificial sweeteners. That turns off the body's ability to say I'm full.
Yeah, because you're
starting to need extra.
It pulls your
rambling is education. There you go, brother. Okay.
But I'm a massive fan of sugar. I take 3 sugars in my tea, and I'll probably drink about 4 cups of tea a day. But when I
there you go.
There's so much of the as we talked earlier, Rich, about there's a new food group now, which is processed food. So you used to have like your wrappers, you used to have your beef or like a red meat. You used to have your your carbs, and they've got shit. And yeah, really.
Right.
Bologna and salami and anything else into the night. Probably. It's not real fun, but. Yeah,
Lamb, we know you're a fan of sugar. We can see you, bro. It's restless.
I need to calm down a bit.
That's all right, brother. That's all right.
I was going to calm down a bit.
Right. So don't worry about what you eat. Right. But also, what we had to eat back then was a lot more kick-ass than what we have to eat now. And calories, they weren't so super calorie dense and vitamin and nutritionally deficient. And that's. But you shouldn't worry. You shouldn't have to worry. But if you have evil that's feeding you, Brad, right? If you have evil people, evil companies that are hijacking that. Who isn't a fan of sugar? Tastes good. Does taste good. I like sugar. It acts like cocaine, but it's like cocaine. The more you have, the more you want. Yeah, that'll have it. People don't let me around their cocaine. Yeah. People in the 50s ate real food, also worked all day long. Right. We had manufacturing, right?
At least 2 bags in reserve.
Supercalifragilistic. Yeah. What is that? Bags of sugar?
Yeah.
Now I have a hymn song because you have.
And that's I've got sugar here, sugar there.
Sugar everywhere.
Brown sugar.
I like brown sugar. All right, let's see, where was I?
Richard, if I'm being too annoying, please take me off. I know it can be a bit overbearing sometimes.
Yes, physical forms of work definitely help. Absolutely, right. And we need help, absolutely. So we keep on pretending our heaven's worth the wait. Heaven's worth the waiting. Okay, not without sugar. I'm walking like a zombie. Ate too much sugar. I go into sugar coma for a while. Take a
Richard,
long nap.
I can guarantee here, and it's a bold statement I'm going to make here.
Go ahead.
Everyone that's involved in this dialogue, this converse, is a little bit fucked up. But we're pretending we're not fucked up. And people that say they're not fucked up are probably the most fucked up. Does that make sense? Or am I just projecting?
Am I just projecting? Peace out, plus ultra, brother. Go ahead. Try not to lose too much money at that poker game, brother. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, you're just projecting.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I'm just have to,
Even throughout the 20th century, it continued to deceive humanity, being praised and widely promoted as an industrial miracle. The effort to tame this deadly element begins deep beneaath the Earth's surface. Vivid red ore is excavated, torn apart.
We used to build steel, now we live stream. That's right. I don't mind. My grandfather and my father and Kat's father all worked in the steel mill.
Good honest, yeah.
Actual stuff.
Was it the Rust Belt? Was it the Rust Belt?
This was in Baltimore, Bethlehem Steel in Baltimore.
Apart and crushed by massive industrial machines, then subjected to intense heat until it releases the only metal on Earth that naturally exists in liquid form. Stay until the end of this video to witness, together with the factor in how...
No, Kat, women weren't allowed to work until 1970s, remember? Feminism.
Heavy industry has managed to capture and confine the silver monster.
They did a bit during the war years, over here, I'd imagine.
I reckon.
There's a bridge over the Thames in London. I think it's Waterloo Bridge, and it's known as the Women's Bridge because it was pretty much built during the.
Is it called the Women's Bridge?
Women.
The Women's Bridge, London.
I think it's Waterloo Bridge. Maybe.
Waterloo Bridge?
Could be.
Affectionately known the Ladies' Bridge.
Yeah. Also a great Kinks song, isn't it? Waterloo Sunset.
Ladies' Bridge.
It's like Ladies' Night.
Wow, way to go, ladies. It's freaking crooked. Yeah, just kidding. I'm just playing around.
Well done, girls. Well done. You did well there. Well done, girls.
Well done, girls. Now, 350 women. Okay,
I've been ironically misogynistic there. I didn't mean that. Hello.
All right, let's watch this
Waterloo Bridge, right here in central London, has a story that many don't know. It was built by women, while most of the city's landmarks were constructed by men. This bridge has a history that sets it apart. During World War II, with men away at war, women stepped in to take on vital jobs, including construction. They cut stone, mixed cement, and laid the foundation, building what many engineers today consider one of London's strongest bridges. Yet, when it officially opened in 1945, their contributions were barely acknowledged. For years, this incredible story remained overlooked. Waterloo Bridge is more than just a crossing over the Thames. It's a testament to resilience, skill, and the vital role women played in shaping history.
There you go, Waterloo Bridge. I bet 150 guys could build it in an afternoon. Wilbur didn't drive stagecoaches either, but one gal had no idea. It was until she died and they found out. Right, yeah, women still dressed, cross-dressed and stuff like that. They did what they had to do.
You know about the last London Bridge, don't you?
The one we have here
in Arizona. It was taken apart piece by piece and shipped to Arizona, and it's now in Arizona.
That's correct. I
know.
They numbered and labeled each part. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been there, Papa Robbie?
There's an urban myth going around which isn't true at all. They thought they'd buy the Tower Bridge. But that's it's an urban myth, and obviously you wouldn't be that stupid, would you? London Bridge, Tower Bridge is the one with the towers, but a lot of people think that's London Bridge.
Right, right. Tower Bridge. They think London Bridge is Tower Bridge. Stupid Americans.
Stupid Americans, eh? That's the Yanks for you.
What was I thinking? What was I missing? I can't miss my time. Oh, it is 8 o'clock. Jeez. Okay. All right, we go. I hear somebody outside mowing something. Oh, you know what I forgot to? It doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. They did that in our old theater. What they did? Built something else? Any thoughts about Amelia Earhart? Yeah, they know what happened to her. She wrecked a plane, so they said that she didn't.
Who's that?
Then they found her plane. I think they found her plane a couple of months ago.
Yeah. Did she go missing over the Atlantic? I'm not quite sure of the.
Let's find out. I think there's.
Or did she make the
Amelia Earhart story? All right, Loretta girl. Yeah, I think they found the wreck.
Loretta,
you lived in Brixton. Hey, you hear that? Lamb, Papa Rompy lived in Brixton.
Oh, okay, South East London. Who did?
Papa Rompy.
Was it? What is it? The opera singer? The tenor? No. They do this and Dormer.
How did you survive?
Papa Roach. Papa
Rompy.
Who's that then?
He's in the chat.
Oh, he's still over this side of the pond, sir.
Yeah, what game you playing, Governor Torre?
I've lost this. I've lost this conversation. I've lost my rapport with it.
My rapport. All right, let me see. What are we looking at?
How can you make a French word sound like English and throw it back at me? Rapport. Rapport.
Richard, I should send you a photo of David Bowie Memorial in Brixton. Send it. No way. EA Skate. I remember Skate or Die. EA Skate.
Wow. I'm a massive Bowie fan. The Dame. What's your favourite Bowie song, Kat? I know it's it's pretty different on different days. I've been quite getting into some good live versions of heroes on YouTube, like Bowie knocking out the park.
YouTube. 110th grade fan, what up, brother? Welcome.
EA, it's in the game.
EA, it's in the game. The drinks have calmed. Yeah, the drinks calmed Lamb down a little bit. Yeah, I said one more. I think the only thing I did in Brixton. Let's see, Cat.
Brixton's a very Brixton's a very bohemian area.
Yeah, I was hoping you didn't.
No, I've got to fly away now.
How far are you from Brixton?
Not far enough, man. So Brixton, South West London.
West London. Oh, you're southeast.
London, yeah. So I used to be sort of southeast London, but then I moved out into the the sticks.
Southeast.
So I live in Sussex, which is so our Duchess is Meghan Markle, which is nice.
Sussex.
Yeah, Sussex. West Sussex. I'm West Sussex, and there's towards east and
West Sussex.
There's East Sussex, which is where Brighton is East Sussex.
Oh yeah, you're definitely south.
Surrey's always the hardest word.
Okay, there you go. You're way down there. You actually don't like hanging with the bohemian people?
I've been known to be a bit bohemian, bit sort of arty.
I've never seen the Vincent van Gogh movie where he's sucking on his paintbrush. Brockwell Park. Guns of Brixton.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, the class, right? Yeah, I remember.
Who did the was it who did Starry Night? Was that what's his name? Starry Night. About Vince.
All right, let me know, Katra. Let me know. Keep me informed. I want to see them. I want to see the pants.
Your pants? Yeah, the Clash.
Oh, there's Bromley right there. There's Bromley.
Yeah, that's where Scotty lives.
Yeah, Scott's in Bromley, and you're way down
So
here.
if you right, it's like direct. Trying to direct an American around a map of the UK is too intricate. It's like
There you are, brother. We're gonna zoom into your house.
Phoebe Crawley. Keep it vague though. Don't dox me.
Okay, my bad.
You're right there, man.
Crawley.
Okay. So Crawley. I don't know if you know anything about Crawley. I don't, but so after post-war.
Oh, that's pretty cool looking. That's pretty cool looking. That's gonna be your pants. How you gonna walk around with all that tape on them? Let's go. Where does Paul live?
Paul lives in. You ever seen the film Harry Brown?
Yes.
It lives in that crackdown there somewhere in Kidbrook.
Tiny clubs with nice music meal and Brixton. Nice.
And he's upgraded. No, Paul lives in the what? To be honest, I've never been around there. Well, I've been around here once, but he always comes around here because this is a bit of a.
They call it. Sorry.
Go on.
Hootenanny.
Oh, that's Hootenanny. It's the New Year's thing, isn't it? It's like a Hoffman-y thing that Jules Holland does. Hootenanny.
Based on the Hootenanny Brixton, well known as the late night music venue in London rather than the Hootenanny. Hootenanny Brixton, 95 Effra Road, London, SW21DF, United Kingdom. A vibrant venue, roots reggae, ska, Afrobeat.
There's a venue in Brixton called Brixton Academy, which I've seen a few bands there. I've seen Keane back in the 2000s. Can you remember Keane?
Yeah, I remember Keane.
Everybody's changing now. I don't feel the same. I've seen Tears for Fears back in the mid 2000s. Who one of my favourite ever bands, Tears for Fears.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah. One of my songs from the Big Chill was one of the first cassettes that I've ever owned.
So I've been back in the day. They're massive into the Fairlight thing. The Fairlight Simps, like you buy a Fairlight for about 40 grand, and the whole sort of some big chair, shout and everyone wants to rule the world.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
And everyone. But it's very programmed, very sort of simply, very precise. But still sounds fucking great today.
They're still doing great, right? They still sound real good.
And then they did the thing in '89, Seeds of Love, which is we've used that album all the time. Like most tracks are about 8 or 9 minutes, and
8 or 9
but
minutes.
the way they sort of build and dissect, they're very good. I'm not explaining for them. But when I went to America in 1991, my husband, my uncle had a bar in Lexington in Michigan, and on the jukebox I put on the one of the tracks from the Seeds of Love. He goes, "Sounds like a bunch of fucking Nazis." I remember that.
Does he live in America?
No, Pakistan. But sounds like a bunch of fucking Nazis. I mean, like proper yokels they were.
Yokels. Hootenanny Brixton. Hootenanny.
I need Cat to pull me up on that.
All right, let's see. Let's see what we can find here. Ladies Bridge. All right, where are we at?
It sounds like an all-female cards club.
Yeah. Ooh. The Hoodservative. Jeez, what do you think talking about? What is this? People are so freaking crazy. Ever call you teacher's mom by mistake? Who? Has who ever called me teacher's mom? No, not normally.
Thanks, Mum, Miss. I did that. Yeah. And at that age, that sort of got that amount of everything right on your social standing and being accepted in that. So you just want to crawl into the bloody playground and what I did.
You think it's too cloudy? All right, check this out. This is why Mexican jumping beans jump.
Inside the bean, a larva smacks its head against the hollow shell, causing it to twitch and jump.
It's the worst when you call your coach dad. Yeah,
are placed in the hot sun.
Oh, you ever call your teacher mom? I thought he was saying. I thought he was saying, does anyone ever call me mom by mistake? No, yes, I called my teacher mom. I've never called my coach dad. But yeah, that's right.
There's a scientific formula for this. So whenever anyone does that, there's a something in ether that makes sure everyone else is really quiet, so everyone can hear that.
Right.
And it's
my ex
that sort of thing.
All right, let's check it out.
Cook them alive, but by banging their heads, the larvae cause the beans to jerk and roll, eventually bouncing out of the sunlight to escape the heat. They can keep doing this for months as needed, until they finally transform into a moth and crawl out of the shell.
Are you guy?
Inside,
wow. I've never seen that before.
The bean, a larva smacks its head against the hollow shell, causing it to twitch.
Mexican jumping beans.
Okay.
Jump. Now, they do this when the beans are placed in the hot sun. You see, without movement, the heat could actually cook them alive. But by banging their heads, the larvae cause the beans to jerk and roll, eventually bouncing out of the sunlight to escape the heat. They can keep doing this for months as needed until they finally transform into a moth.
What a rough life. Yeah, I like Zach Deep films. Can you imagine that for your whole freaking couple months of your life? You're stuck inside of a coffin and you're just you're starting to heat up and cook inside of it, so you slam your head against the coffin to bounce the coffin around to get into the shade to cool down, and then the sun moves and you gotta keep for months until you turn into... That's great. Yeah, I'm a fan of. I tell you what.
You never be around here.
Right. No big good. What a hard knock life for us. Yes, that would be a nightmare. Well, okay. I guess you could consider that our existence, Brisk. Yeah. Okay, let's find this. Oops. Oh.
Okay, getting beat now. Existence switch.
Imagine there are 2 cups, and I put the.
It's hard not to it certainly is, Annie.
Zach. There we go. How many toilet paper rolls?
If you shoot a handgun straight into stacked rolls of toilet paper, the bullet would shred through the first rolls instantly. But each
How many rolls of toilet paper to stop a bullet?
Layer of paper drags against the bullet and slows it down a little more, meaning you would need 16 single-ply rolls packed tightly together so there are no gaps to completely stop the bullet. Now, with 2-ply rolls, there's actually less paper per roll, so it takes closer to 24 before the bullet finally loses all its speed.
I'm going to show it to you. Don't ask any questions after.
Tulpa. Can we watch some AI slap? Hopefully not.
I'll leave that. Hang on.
I'm actually, once Lamb comes back here, I'm actually gonna I'm gonna end the show for about a half hour. I got to eat some food, and be back at probably 8:45 to 9. But no, we're not watching that shit.
No, sorry, I don't know what to do.
He wants to watch some 6-7. All right, ladies and gentlemen, me and Lovely Lamb Lunch are gonna call it here. Lamb, I'll keep you backstage for a second. I saw a grown-up dude, yeah, and that's just so crazy on freaking Instagram and stuff. All right, Cap. All right, everybody, we love you. We'll see you guys back a little bit.
Ciao, baby.